Let's do it. Ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so fresh and so clean, clean. I love when you stare at me. I'm just so fresh and clean. How you guys doing this morning? I know I got to get the camera straight, but let me know how I'm sounding on the audio. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. That's right, you guys. That's right. It's the 24th. That's right. Monday the 24th. That's right, y'all. Let's get it going, you guys. Come on in. It's time for our bottom line. It's time for trending topics, current events, and the health and wellness section. How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land? Let me go ahead and get this camera straight, cause ain't nobody dope as me. I'm just so fresh and clean. How everybody doing out there? It's your boy Bugatti NYC. Yes, you came to the right place. This is our bottom line. Let me go ahead and get this straight right here. Okay, just a little bit to the left right there. Let me go ahead and make sure we dialed in with the right type of okay. I think we're gonna be good with this right here. Good morning, everybody. Come on in. Let me know how you guys are feeling this morning. I want to make sure that everybody's here before we get those prayers started. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do. Come on in, you guys. Got one more monitor to get straight. And I see we got a little bit more angling to do. How about we try that right there? That's gonna be like where we're gonna do it at right now, you guys. We're gonna do that right there. Good morning, good morning, good morning. That's right, you guys. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. Like I always told you, could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me. Yes, I am right back up again and ready to do this thing. It's us, y'all. So you know I can't play around when it comes down to that. I got to make sure that we all straight. Yeah, we good. We should be good right there. Had to fix that little hiccup that we had. How is everybody doing right now? It's your boy Bugatti NYC. This is our bottom line. Okay, you guys, we got the title that we got to get over. Is Iran holding out for the midterms? I would say with the actions and what we're looking at, I have to say yes. But before that, we got to get those prayers in the air. Let me check my time to make sure we're good. Come on in, everybody. That's right. It's Monday morning. Let me check my time because you know we got to get those prayers up. Let's get those prayers in the air. Let's get them up in the air right now. We got to pray for understanding. Let's pray for values. Let's pray for education. Let's go ahead and pray for good health. Let's pray for each other. Let's pray for good measure. You know we have to pray for respect, and we also always have to pray for love. Let's pray for love, you guys. We always got to pray for love. Pray for honor. How about good health? We always do the health and wellness section. So let's pray for good health and wellness as well. That's what we're doing this morning, you guys. I'd like to pray for each and every one of you. You want to add some stuff to the prayer? That's how we do around here. Why? Because there's power in numbers. Let's do what we do, you guys. Good morning. Who else we praying for this morning? Mark Dorfman, good morning. We're praying for you. Kalesev, got to pray for you. Teddy Marcel. Tony Wright, how you doing, brother? Kalesev, I see you in here. I see my brother Teddy Marcel in here too. Guy and Elsa. Can't forget about Kalesev, Winter Rising, Mark Dorfman, Rebecca, Lon Yin, Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. See my brother Mark Dorfman, Winter Rising, here early. Scooter Ginger, okay, you in here for the early show. I see you up and ready to go. Angels Among Us is here too. The Real 101, I see you. Good morning to you. Miss Swanza, you know I can't forget about you. Come on now. Who else we got up in the building this morning? How about we do some freestyles? Winter Rising, Angels Among Us, Chris Kalesev, can't forget about Sam Champion, Mark Dorfman, Liberty and Justice. That's right, some of my favorite people, of course. We will be seeing Liberty tomorrow, you guys. She's coming off her vacation. Also, we can't forget about Luigi, 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy, Teddy, Terry, all of our people, Mark Finley, Angels Among Us. You already know we got to get you in there. All of our new gloves, all of our new people in green, I appreciate you guys so much. A little bit more tinkering with the camera in a little while, but you know what we got to do. I'm just going to say, sorry about that, you guys. A little bit more tinkering. Amen. I apologize for that. Let's get those prayers. Let's make sure that we clean that up. Amen for that. We got to keep on going, you guys. Let me make sure our time is good because I think we're getting close to going ahead and doing what we got to do. So let me take a little sip. Oh boy, that was a real big mess up right there, Bugatti. Why'd you do that? Sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. Let me go ahead and I had to fix that. Sometimes you have a little bit of technical issues, but I think we should be good. Jesus, what's going on with these cameras this morning, right? I'm ready, you're ready, so let's do it. Woo! After all that movement, I think I can leave it now. Let's go, let's get it. I think I could take a sip of water too. Now you're good. Okay. Me. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo. Yo, 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 yo. As we wind it up, boo, 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 we wind it up, boo, boo, boo. I said we winds it up because it's 6 o'clock somewhere. I believe it's 6 o'clock here, so let's go. Boo, 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 boo. Come on, let's start the show. They're ready to go. Come on. Okay. Olay. Don't play. Come on, you guys. We got to open up those pores. It's time to open up those pores. It's time to open up those. It's Monday the 24th. That's right, y'all. 2026. Said I'm your host, Boogottinyc, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and chat. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Just got me lit. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. Sometimes you got to freestyle, you got to bring things together, but as long as you can get there, how you got to get there, that's how you got to do it. I keep on telling you guys, keep on running for those train doors. You might make sure, you might actually get through. They might actually they might stay open for you. And worst comes to worst, they close and you still got to wait for the next train. But at least you gave it all, right? Gave it your all. It's our bottom line. And I hope you guys are ready for trending topics, current events, and the health and wellness section. So without any further ado, are you guys ready? I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos at a time. All I need you guys to do is stay on topic, stay on point. Let me know where you guys are chiming in from. Yes, city, state, borough, and of course, let me see those flags if you're out of the country. We do research on all different places. Mount Everest, Canada, don't matter. Alaska, doesn't even matter. You guys, we go everywhere. Middle East, wherever it is, wherever there's news, we go there. And guess what I'm gonna ask you guys to do? Let's stay on topic and stay on point today. Don't worry about trolls and all of the people playing around, because once we keep on our dialogue to the show, they don't have any luck over here. They wind up leaving or getting with it. Or you never know, might become a member. Hopefully you guys are ready to go, because I totally am. Without any further ado, what am I gonna tell you guys right now? Let's get into these titles. And yes, we have some rather good ones today. Is Iran holding out for the midterms? It seems as if they know our politics over here, huh? If anything, I would say, even if they're not holding out for midterms, if you were just in a WAR with someone, I don't think you want to be claiming, giving up the white flag just so easy. Let's just say that they're worthy adversaries and they don't give up too easy. Let's keep that one safe over here. We got much more to cover, you guys, in this thumbnail. What do we have over here? We've got the Trump administration. They're going to detail the plan of economic warfare on Iran. See what's going on with that with Scott Bessent. Not Trump, Scott Bessent has some information and telling us about that. What else we got going on here? Breaking. Canada vows retaliation on U.S. tariffs. That's right, you guys. If you go out there right now and try to buy some Royal Crown or a Fireball, or you might need some plywood. Oh, that's right. They're matching the tariffs with the United States at 50%, and that's what's going down in Canada. Let's keep on moving forward. Last but not least, another one, you guys. I hope they develop some sort of a bag for this. I guess they actually did. It's a box for smoking laptops. You all know the lithium is very bad. It's the worst thing that we want to see is some smoke coming out of the overhead compartment that you put your luggage in because the laptop's battery is on fire and you're thousands of feet in the air. You know what I'm saying? Last thing we want to deal with. We're going to go into one of those video clips. I'm going to show you guys what they did and what's going on moving forward. Also, like I said, smoking laptop aboard an American Airlines flight causes panic. They were able to douse it, put it out with water, got ice and all of that stuff, but yeah, luckily they were able to get it out because you know how those batteries with the lithium are. Let's keep on moving forward. Yes, you guys, the Crown Royal, they're putting tariffs on the Crown, y'all, and the fireballs. So yeah, those little fireballs. But you know what? We don't have any more taxes on the big drip, so you guys are good. With that being said, I'm hoping that you guys are not going to drink that this morning anyway, because what I want you to do is something healthy. How about some water, some tea, or 55 Coffee House from Lisa Roy? Because we're about to get into our show right now, you guys, and do what we do over here at Our Bottom Line and show you what's been breaking. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's get into the tradition and what everyone knows what we got going on out here. The 250th NASCAR, as well as the Trump taking a lap around the field as well. Let's get on the news, you guys, this morning. It's Monday morning. Happy Monday, you guys. Let's get it. So yes, Trump took the first lap around of the NASCAR track. And as you guys may know, the name of this huge vehicle is called the Beast. Good morning, Winter. What's going on, 55? Yada D, Collective, Money Tree, what's going on? Your video is up today. I think this is a really good thing for the district, you guys. I think that this was an actually really good thing for us. Okay, as the president comes on in, when it comes down to the NASCAR race, we got a lot of thought to do, right? There we go, thinking president, because yeah, we got much more to get into. Let's get into the real business, you guys. Come on, let's do what we do. The President Trump has declared, you want to hear this one? He has declared the Strait of Hormuz American territory. Let's go, you guys. Let's see what he's talking about. Let's do it.
People ask me, who's the best one to run for a certain seat? Because we've won this place in such crowds and such numbers. But they say, who would be the best to replace a certain gentleman who wasn't very good? And everybody said, there's a young man named Russell Fry, right, Russell? And I put you up. And it was like magic. I hope we have the same result with Darlene, and I think we will. But Russell has been so fantastic, and we're going to get your tremendous roadway project done. It's all funded. It's all ready to go, okay? And thank you for all that support in every way. And with your support and Darlene fighting to go with South Carolina in the Senate, we're going to make sure that she gets there. We will continue to make America safer, stronger, and wealthier than ever before. We're going to make America greater than ever before, and we brought it to a level that it's never seen before. So less than 2 years ago, Sleepy Joe Biden, have you heard of him? And the radical left Democrats handed us a complete and total affordability and security disaster. Remember affordability? I got in. We won by a lot in a landslide. We won everything. We won everything. We won all 7 swing states. We won the popular vote by a lot. We won the counties, 87% of the counties in the country. Nobody's ever done that before. We won by a lot, but I got in. I had my first press conference. Look at all those press back there. I had my first press conference and they started screaming the word affordability. I said, I've only been here for 1 day. And they started screaming about, front row Joes know this, about eggs. Egg prices were up 4 or 5 times higher than they were a year before. And I said, I just got here, I'm here 1 day. And I got eggs down to lower than when they were in my first term, and they were low. And other things are coming down, and beef is now coming down very rapidly, you see that? And as soon as we're finished with the Islamic Republic of Iran, as soon as we're finished, oil is going to be down at lower than it was even just a little while ago. We had it down to, for you cars, we had it down to 100. Think of this. I went to Iowa, love Iowa, and one gas station had it at $1.95 a gallon, and another one had it at $1.85. And then I went to meet with my people back in the White House the following day. I was in Iowa to make a speech. I left, I went, and I said, you know, I hate to do this to you because the country was booming. By the way, the stock market is much higher now than it was then, but, you know, and your 401ks are much higher now than it was then. But with all the good news, I said, I hate to do this, but we're going to have to take a little detour down to the Islamic Republic of Iran, and we're going to have to put out the nuclear weapon stuff because they're going to have a nuclear weapon, and we cannot let them have a nuclear weapon. We cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon, or you'll see some very bad things.
Got to keep on going, you guys. Now, let's get into some of this economic isolation, which they're planning, because it's not over. Let's go. Let's see what's going on, because isolation is the plan, and they're talking about isolating Iran right now. Let's go, you guys. Let's go.
Yeah.
Morning, Guy. Well, TBC is what you just have mentioned. We have to await, of course, the details of what Scott Bessent will lay out in this press conference. But what is widely expected is an announcement of some kind of secondary sanctions against countries that continue or choose to continue to do deals or trade deals with Iran. Now, that, of course, includes countries in the Gulf, namely the United Arab Emirates. That, of course, includes India and the big one, China, which buys about 90% of Iranian oil. China actually came out.
So Scott Bessent and President Trump are coming up with a plan of economic strategy. Do you guys think it's going to work? Because it seems to be possibly already backfiring. Sometimes when you go out and put these things into play, I think they should have had conversations with these other countries before they let the news know about it. Why? Because now watch this. Let's go.
Over the weekend, and said that it will continue to support the diplomatic route between the United States and Iran, but any kind of secondary measure against China will bring out a bigger conversation about tariff or trade wars between the United States and other countries. But one thing is for sure, all we have to wait for is that announcement from Scott Bessent, and what exactly will be the details. He, of course, wrote for the Financial Times earlier, saying some powerful words, Guy, along the lines of, to become a sanctuary for terror is to become, in the eyes of the United States, a global pariah, signaling that the whatever he's going to come up with in terms of this economic isolation plan is going to carry wide implications for countries that choose to continue to do trade with Iran.
Yeah, so basically they're pushing back. They're saying, we understand what you guys are doing. That's between you and them, but we're going to still do business, and you guys can't tell us who to do business with. Kind of what we expected a couple of days ago when they started to announce the plan. That's why you have a conversation with them first. Hey, China, this is what we're planning on doing. I want you guys to be on board. Hey, Emirates, I want you guys to be on board. I want you guys to be on board. See what's going on before you announce that. And then you actually have more strategic planning that you can do. But let's see. Just keep on moving forward, you guys, because again, we're staying right on the topic of Iran, because they're already talking about fighting back. Why? Because they heard about what's going on and the plan, since you already told us that. So let's see what's going on now. They're talking about continuing 400%. Continuing the WAR, but there's a lot of trade actually still going back and forth. Let's see what's going on with this crazy crossfire here. This is about to be the last part of this Iran stuff, but it's important because we're talking about our gas prices, you guys. It's worth it.
Good morning. Reports do indicate that crossings through the Strait of Hormuz are up 400% over the last 2 weeks. This
except for Iranian vessels
comes as the U.S. Navy is still overseeing vessels out of the Persian Gulf through a safe southern passage. We do know this passage allows for millions of barrels of crude oil to be exported each day. In the backdrop, there is that ongoing naval blockade and fresh sanctions expected for Iran next week.
If Trump decides to take further action, our response, our retaliation, will be seismic. First, we will tell all neighboring countries and countries around the world not to join the United States in its economic war. Any country that takes part in imposing economic restrictions on us will be regarded as an enemy. Of course, we will first negotiate with them. We will hold talks and tell them to step aside and distance themselves from the United States. But if they do not act, we will strike. We will target that country's interests.
Iran's parliament speaker and top negotiator Mohammad Khalibaf posted to X over the weekend saying, "We've received numerous messages from neighboring countries about shaping new security arrangements and economic cooperation in the region. The United States put the security of every single one of its allies at such risk through bullying and pure disregard for their foreign interests for the sake of Israel." Now, while President Trump indicated that talks with Iran have stopped, he says the United States is having trouble figuring out who to deal with inside of Iran.
In fact, it's actually one of my biggest problems. I don't know who the hell to deal with. It's a problem. It's the only country in the world where nobody wants to be president. They say, who wants to be president? Oh, no, I don't want to be president. So it's a little bit of a problem.
Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's keep on going. He is a mess. Only Trump, y'all. Only him. Always. Mic drops all day. Let's keep on moving forward now because we got to get into the crown and the fireballs and the wood as Trump puts a 50% tariff on Canada and on Canada goods, you guys. Everything from wood to the royal crown and the fireballs, y'all. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
As a new skyscraper stretches above Manhattan, new U.S. tariffs on Canada could soon send the cost of building in the states soaring. Canadian concrete and plywood are among the list of construction materials slapped with President Trump's 50% tariffs. American home builders have already said the U.S. doesn't make enough of its own to replace its demand at a time when building more housing is critical to tackle the affordability crisis.
For Americans, I think what you're going to start seeing is, again, higher prices in the United States.
The White House's new levies target a range of Canadian goods, from hockey sticks to dairy products and even national flags. Notably not included, the auto industry, which has an entwined relationship with the United States. Alcohol from north of the border is also subject to higher import duties. That includes Crown Royal and Fireball, an American product made with whiskey from Canada. 8 of 10 Canadian provinces kept American wine and spirits off store shelves in retaliation to...
Now, this has been going on. They took the American alcohols off the shelves months ago.
President Trump's previous tariffs and threats to make Canada the 51st state. That boycott has caused American spirit exports to drop by more than 70%.
President Trump is the type of person that would steal your lunch money.
Doug Ford, conservative premier of Ontario, spoke Saturday.
He is not to be trusted whatsoever. We need to stay united.
Jared Hill, CBS News.
Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's get on the other side of this because, you know, we like to play all parts. So let's see what's going on. Let's get a little bit more about this as they retaliate. They're talking about much more retaliation. Let's get into it, you guys.
U.S. tariffs dollar for dollar after President Trump's 50% tariff on Canadian goods kicked in on Saturday.
Madeline Rivera joining us now from Washington with the latest. Hi, Maddie.
Hi, good morning. So earlier last week, there seemed to be progress in the talks. President Trump indicated he was going to be pausing the tariffs based on the possibility...
Giggity, giggity. Y'all, come on now. You know it's just a joke. Yes, she does favor Quagmire's daughter a little bit. We understand he had many daughters. Giggity.
...of a deal. Well, clearly those talks unraveled. So now these 50% tariffs on nearly $20 billion in Canadian goods are in effect. The products affected range from wine to hockey sticks to cement. The president has accused Canada of unfair trading practices for some U.S. products like cars, alcohol, and cheese, limiting American access to these markets. U.S. officials say they're simply trying to level the playing field.
It's hard to say. We don't have new talks planned with the Canadians. We're moving
Hockey
forward
sticks, right?
with measures that respond to Canadian retaliation. Remember, as President Trump has introduced a trade policy to reshore American production and protect American jobs, 2 countries have retaliated against the United States, the People's Republic of China and Canada.
Okay, Canada, oh Iran, we appreciate knowing what's going on with you guys, but guess what? Got to keep on going. Let's move it. Let's do what we do. That's right, you guys. Trump doesn't steal. What does he do? Let's keep on going, because one of my favorite songs is Let's Go Crazy. Let's go. Let's go. And I like the remix stuff too. Democrats go crazy. Let's go. Let's go. Democrats gonna be all right. Hakeem Jeffries make it go wrong. That's right, you guys. Democrats are a little peed off because Hakeem went over and had a conversation with someone that they didn't really appreciate. Jared Kushner. That's right, you guys. They had a meeting and the Democrats went crazy. Bump, bump. Didn't like that, you guys. But us, over here, I always actually favor situations like where people can actually have conversations and actually get things done. Do you think they feel as if Hakeem was going behind their back? Would they push more now to be more in strength and alignment with the Socialist Party now, since Hakeem has done something like that? Will Hakeem get the boot? You guys, what do you think's going to happen with this situation right here? Check it out.
Are melting down over a report that Democrats are melting down over a report that House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries met with President Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner to discuss potential areas of common ground with the White House.
Do you see places where Democrats could work with this White House and find some common ground on some policy issues, Senator?
I wish I could say yes. This has been a lawless Trump administration. They've been out of control.
Do you support the fact that Leader Jeffries met with Jared Kushner?
Look, I'm in favor of people meeting with whoever they want to discuss ideas, but it's one thing to have a meeting. It's another thing to see something real come out of that.
And the far left is even more outraged. They're slamming Jeffries for betraying the party. Rich, the freak out that happened after this meeting occurred, I thought was notable. It's not unlike the president to meet with just about anybody and talk to just about anybody, talk with anyone about anything. So it didn't shock me that they met, but the reaction on the far left was interesting.
Well, if Democrats do win the House, to govern the country, they are going to have to speak with the White House.
I would love that. A lot of people would probably be angry at something like that, but I would love more communication where there's less argument and actually solutions and resolutions being made, because it's only going to benefit the people if it actually works.
They're going to have to speak with maybe Senate Republicans. If they win the Senate, it's a different argument, different conversation. But this is what adults do when they have to govern. Now, there is plenty of heated rhetoric. We're in the middle of a midterm campaign, and maybe some of the rhetoric we're seeing right now, this is simply to fire up the base. But for too long in Washington, and this has been a problem with both parties, it's a waiting game of getting control of the House, the White House, and the Senate. And if you don't have that, then you think your job is to simply just resist.
That's not your job. You're still supposed to govern. That's one fact that he's making a point of.
And, gum up the works. But no, you need to govern the country. You have to pass appropriations bills. You have to pass these things every year that are required, are the basic requirements of Congress. So the fact that Jeffries is meeting with the son-in-law of the president, who's obviously one of his most trusted aides, he's around the world negotiating deals all over.
Dealing with the Iranians.
Dealing with the Iranians, for God's sakes. I mean, this is, you would think that the line of communication is open, so maybe he committed a political sin, but these are the things you kind of have to do when you govern a country.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what you got to do. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do when you govern a country, because it's not about you and it's not about the way you personally feel. Let's keep on going forward, you guys, because the DSA has been slammed for using viral tactics over real policy. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. See what's going on with this. Do you guys feel that someone like myself that may have a large following may be able to get into Congress or maybe run for mayor due to the fact that we have a lot of people that know us? And I may have a better chance of doing it or getting out there versus someone that's just coming straight out, coming out there and trying to you know, do it in a traditional ways, up the ladder and things like that, or as far as like rising up the ladder from different positions, or just a person out of nowhere, just like, you know, got a budget and a party that's really looking to get behind them, because there's been a lot of let's just say a lot of speculation about people that have influence that can actually get voted in because of how many people we have on the internet that follow us. I don't really think that really kind of equates to the same values, but some people actually do believe that. That's what they're actually talking about here with these new candidates.
And a looming theme here in the heart of politics is, are followers on social media worth more than dollars? Last week, Democratic Socialist Angie Nixon beat Alex Vindeman in the Florida Senate primary, despite his multi-million-dollar war chest. And it's not the first time we've seen radical candidates rise to power with just a little help from social media.
I think Obama used social media as well to pool monetary, to get budgets and stuff like that. He used it when he actually ran for office.
When I ran for mayor, I said I was going to tax the rich. Well, today, we're taxing the rich. I'm thrilled to announce we've secured a pied-à-terre tax.
Treason! You're right as the next mayor of New York City. Let's plunge into the details.
Look, y'all, I have a history of fighting on the front lines for hard-working Floridians here in the state of Florida. Y'all, we deserve so much more. We can change our country. I need y'all to get pissed off.
So basically, they're saying that this right here gets you more voters than the big budgets, and it's working. What do you guys think?
All right, here to react is Link Lauren. He's a political commentator and an influencer himself. And Marie Mendoza, who's president.
Nope, we're good. And we got what we wanted out of that story because we needed something to talk about, because it's the premise, the bottom line. That's what we get to. What do you guys think about the bottom line of what they're talking about? Let's keep on moving forward. And yes, even today, we're still cool on likes, even though it's over. That's right, you guys. As of 12 o'clock, those likes really don't mean too much. And if you look at the numbers, you're going to see those reflecting a lot more different motions and things going on as well. A lot of changes going around here in YouTube land. And I got to tell you one more thing. On February the 1st, 2027, there's another big change coming up. Check out the video section for that video dropping today. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because there's no smoking on the flight, please. No smoking on the flights. Y'all know better than that. Oh, it's your laptop. I apologize, but let's get to that. Let's go. Let's see what's going on with this American Airlines flight, where the laptop started smoking aboard this flight with about 137 passengers or more on this flight. Check this out, you guys.
Oh man, so on an American Airlines flight, a laptop bursting into flames, one passenger burned, and what we're hearing tonight from another passenger who was on that plane. Here's ABC's Jacqueline Lee.
Yes, do not forget to subscribe. Hit us with a super chat. It could be $1. It all counts. Also, what else? A Cash App? That's right, BOOGOTTINYC. Boogottinyc, that's the Cash App. Also, if you want to send in any ideas and stuff like that, you can send that to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. And that's also for the Discord and the health and wellness section. There's also a link right down there, you guys. If you want to join the Discord and be part of the family, let's do it. The 100th subscriber to the Discord will receive our bottom line keychain and a decal. Let's keep on going. Let's do it.
Tonight, scary moments aboard an American Airlines flight when a passenger's laptop caught on fire.
I think we have about 4 to 5 passengers that were burned by the laptop.
Firefighters boarding the Airbus A321 as soon as it landed in Dallas.
The flight attendants ran up and they very quickly started yelling code red. That's kind of when my alarm started going off.
Passenger Jessica Ergens was seated 2 rows behind the fire.
I said to the person sitting next to me, "Oh, shoot, his laptop's on fire."
Now, I would be scared if I see something like this happen on a plane, thousands of miles in the air.
And I just saw the smoke first, and then it all happened really fast, and he was trying to get it
get it away from him into the aisle.
She says several passengers tried to put out the flames.
There were two individuals that had their hands in bags of ice and they were, shaking. They were visibly just very shocked.
American Airlines says only one person needed treatment. Flight attendants eventually sealed the laptop in a thermal containment bag, according to the FAA. Just last month, a packed Swiss Air flight from Zurich to JFK was forced to divert and make an emergency landing in Maine after a headphone charging case got jammed in a seat, overheating, and started smoking.
Yes, somebody said it. I would rather have snakes on the plane. And another person, Dan Bauer, says, let's get 150 likes. Are we asking for too much here? Let's see if we can get those likes up. That'll work.
In 2024, another American Airbus A321 parked at the gate in San Francisco had to be evacuated after a lithium-ion battery in a passenger's laptop started to smoke.
The FAA says so far this year, there have been at least 58 lithium battery incidents reported on flights that involved smoke, fire, or overheating. The FAA is investigating this most recent incident.
Alarming incidents. Jacqueline Lee.
Yeah, you guys, let's go. And I'm just so happy, you know why? Because instead of us complaining and worried about it and saying, oh God, why did that happen? We can now pray to him and say, thank you for averting that and making sure that the miracle of no one getting hurt. That's what he basically stepped in and did, you guys. That could have went any kind of way. Could have kept flaming inside of the baggage area, overhead compartment. Could have been much worse, you guys. So yes, don't always pray for the bad and say, oh, I want to feel better and stuff. Let's pray for the good and step up and say, Lord, we thank you for preventing something like that from happening as well. Because we recognize it as well in the gift of life. Amen. It's a gift, you guys, every single day. You better thank him when you wake up in the morning and stop complaining so much. I'm telling you. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. How about, whoa, I woke up. Thank you, God. And then start complaining. Now you got something to complain about. Let's keep on going. We got to get on over to Phoenix. Woo, do you know why they named Phoenix? Anybody know the definition of Phoenix? We're talking about Arizona. I'm not going to tell you guys why did they name Phoenix? 2 police officers have been fired, charged with violent traffic stops. They didn't want to wear their body cameras, and guess what? They didn't record when they have a history of what? Tasing people and worse. Come on over to Phoenix. Anybody know why they named that place Phoenix? Let's get it, y'all. Let's keep moving. Let's go.
Tonight, after 2 Phoenix police officers are arrested, they've both been fired and are facing several felony charges after a violent traffic stop earlier this month. Andrew Christensen is live with the latest tonight. Andrew.
Brian, Luis Vasquez Jr. and Antonio Felix are those
We are allowing you to Google or do anything you need to get that question, to get that answer.
officers that are being investigated. And during the press conference, we actually learned that this is the first day that they were interviewed by police detectives. We also know that they did not wear their body-worn cameras during the incident and also did not report their use of force.
We recognize this erodes community trust, and I am committed to rebuilding that trust starting today.
According to a Tempe police report, on August 5th, the couple says they were attacked in South Phoenix by 2 men. Tempe then handed the investigation over to Phoenix police, who later identified the 2 men as officers Luis Vasquez Jr. and Antonio Felix.
Their actions severely undermine trust in law enforcement and violate the standards we expect from those who serve.
The report says a suspect put a female in an arm bar and used a taser on her. One of the suspects allegedly tased the driver and punched him in the face, saying he was going to shoot him.
This is a very traumatic situation, and I think we all can recognize it would be, but they were willing enough once we worked on that relationship with them to tell us what happened.
The Phoenix Police Department says they were on duty during the incident and were put on administrative leave on August 13th.
I felt on that date, putting them on administrative leave, in my opinion, they do no more harm to our community members, and then we investigate fully. So they're
still getting paid, you guys. You heard that. Admin leave, they still getting a check.
Therefore, when this goes through the judicial process, we have everything, all of our ducks in a row.
Phoenix Police Chief Matthew Giordano announcing today Vasquez and Felix are facing several charges. Those include aggravated assault, aggravated robbery, kidnapping, felony assault involving bound or otherwise physically restrained individual, threatening and intimidating, criminal damage, hindering prosecution, and tampering with evidence.
We have very strict guidelines on how you do traffic stops, when you turn your body-worn camera on, when you document damage, when you document use of force, when you notify a supervisor. None of that happened.
Giordano says they're still investigating a motive. They're looking through information like radio traffic and their automatic vehicle. vehicle locator.
We worked so hard over the last several years to build trust, and now to me it seems like we're taking steps backwards. We need to continue to move forward.
Well, ever since Sheriff Joe, we've known about Phoenix, you guys. It's been serious out there. I mean, about 10P police, it's no joke. It's no joke out there. No joke out there, you guys. Oh yeah, we freestyling right now. Somebody had to tell us something real quick. Thank you for putting us onto it, you guys. This is gonna be a freestyle coming in right now. Bugatti, did you hear about the crash in England? I did not hear about it, but you just threw me a alley-oop. I'm catching it. We're gonna all hear about it right now together. Let's get into it, you guys, and see what's going on with this crash that basically happened 1 day ago. I have no knowledge of it, but we just got this in. Let's go.
Police car. 7 people, including 2 police officers, have died in a head-on collision in England. Officials say a sedan carrying 5 passengers was travelling the wrong way down a major highway near Middlesbrough when it collided with a police car. All 5 passengers in the civilian vehicle and both occupants of the police car were declared dead at the scene. The incident follows 2 similar crashes in Ireland, in which cars were reportedly driving the wrong way down the road for social media attention.
Thank you, Guy and Elsa. Did you hear that? For social...
Cleveland's chief constable remembered the 2 officers.
This is an incredibly sad day for Cleveland. PC Matthew Blades and PC Tom Clough died at the scene. The loss has been felt across our communities by our police family and by our partner agencies. These were brave officers.
Katie Banfield has more from the scene.
A really sad day for Cleveland Police, and you could just hear the raw emotion in the Chief Constable's voice there, Victoria Fuller, as she named those 2 officers who had lost their lives, as PC Matthew Blades and PC Tom Clough. Now, I've been told by Cleveland Police that the 2 of them were driving a marked armed response vehicle at the time of the crash, but that was not involved in the pursuit of the Volkswagen Passat that had hit them when it was driving the wrong way down the A66 in the early hours of this morning. PC Blades and PC Clough, I'm told, were driving the correct direction. I'm also told the Passat had been involved in a police chase with other officers before the crash happened, after being noted as a suspicious vehicle. Just to remind you of the details of this very sad, this deadly collision that happened in the early hours of the morning, just behind me here. It was around 3:39 in the morning. The Passat collided with PC Clough and PC Blades' police vehicle just behind me here. On the A66 at the South Bank, close to Middlesbrough. PC Blades and PC Clough, of course, were killed in that crash, along with all 5 people who were inside the Volkswagen Passat. North East Ambulance Service, we're told, sent several ambulance crews to the scene, including an air ambulance doctor, but they weren't able to save anybody. And indeed, looking at the pictures of the crash, you can just see how serious it was and how much force that impact must have had.
Let's go ahead, you guys. 7 people, you guys. We got to do it. Thank you so much, Guy and Elsa, for bringing us up to date on this tragic situation. Want to pray for everyone who's involved in this situation, everyone who lost their lives, all of the family members. We want to pray for healing. Also want to pray for strength for every one of the first responders, the doctors, and everyone that tried to come on and save people's lives. It must be a real tragedy to see that you can't help anybody. Really bad situation there. Like to make sure that we do show nothing but love to everyone who's responding to these situations. All of our first responders, those are the people that really are there for us, and also nothing but love to you. Thank God. Let's pray for their souls as well. Amen. And again, thank you so much, Guy and Elsa, for bringing us this.
We were also told by police that all of the people who were inside that Volkswagen Passat have now been identified, and the police are in the process of breaking the news to those families, to their families, but we don't have the details on who they were just yet.
Yeah, you guys, we got more to cover. That was another one coming in, and that was a freestyle. We do them all the time, especially from trusted sources. Let's keep on going over to Poland Spring, what it means to steal from Maine. That's right, you guys. Let's go over to Maine real quick because they're planning doom, 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 ice, ice, baby. Get them! That's right, you guys. Maine. They're coming after you guys out there. If you're out there in the farms and trying to be in the fields, farms and fields and gardens. That's right, you guys. ICE and Homeland Security, they're heading to Maine, and they're serious about what they're going to do, you guys. They're planning more enforcement, more operations, and construction sites are not going to be a place that they won't be going. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in Maine, you guys. Let's check this out.
Word is spreading fast in Maine that ICE agents may be planning large-scale enforcement actions at farms and construction sites.
CBS 13's Brad Rogers shows us the warnings going out, the impact this could have, and the rights of farms and work sites should ICE pay them a visit.
The Maine Organic Farmers and Gardeners Association, or MOFGA, says it has received information ICE is planning to raid farms and construction sites in Maine with an emphasis on farms employing foreign workers here on a visa.
MOFGA put out a warning that immigration authorities may be planning enforcement actions across the state starting as early as this weekend, but now say the dates are not confirmed. MOFGA also received reports of ICE agents using drones to monitor activity on farms and job sites.
It's disgusting and predatory.
They're talking about using drones. They're not going to be out there walking looking for you. They're going to send a drone up high over to see if anybody in those fields.
Farm worker Anna Marco says ICE raids on Maine farms would be devastating right now.
Going after farm workers at the beginning of our harvest season, the peak of harvest season, in a state with a right to food and a right to food sovereignty is disgusting. It's a violation of our state laws.
We still are preparing for a worst case scenario.
The Maine Immigrants' Rights Coalition says construction sites in
Collective says they're going to stop the illegal pot growing houses in Maine.
Farms do have rights. Without a warrant signed by a judge, they can prevent ICE agents from going on private property.
Choo Choo says, who that Chris says, I'm loving it. Somebody else, Chris can't stop clapping and dancing.
Farms and construction sites, while they have some areas that are exposed to public view, they are also extended those privacy protections, and farm owners and business owners can control access points. So that's why those protections still require a warrant in order to access entry to certain locations.
But it's still very hard, as farmers, we're all working hard and we may not see what's happening at one side of the property.
Farm owner Robin Silverman says even the threat of ICE raids might keep farm and construction workers from other countries from going to work.
That's right, you guys. They're not going to want to come to work if they think the boy's going to be out there because they can catch you when you're leaving. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. It's our bottom line, and we're almost at 75,000 subscribers. So yeah, we can make that happen real quick. We got about 800 more to get to that point, and we're focused on doing that. 75, and then the next challenge will be 80, 90, then 100, and we get our plaque. That's right. We got to keep on working, you guys. We got work. Let's get on over here as China unveils this vehicle. Woo! This vehicle right here, it travels 50 miles in the water, and also it can stay in the air for 1 hour. That's right, you guys. I think they're planning on having these flying in the air soon. You're talking about the George Jetsons coming to life real soon. Well, hey, you guys, if you were ever able to buy a vehicle that's amphibious, meaning it can go into the water as well as fly. Oh my God, this thing is, talk about dual work over here. Check this out. They've been testing this out for a long time, and they're planning on actually making these vehicles really work.
A young Chinese engineering team in Hunan province is taking inspiration from one of nature's most unusual creatures, the flying fish.
Meet George Jetson. His son Elroy.
To create a vehicle designed to move through two very different worlds. Called SkyX, the bio-inspired machine can travel underwater with its wings folded tightly against its body to reduce drag, reaching speeds of around 50 kilometers per hour, before bursting through the surface and spreading its wings to take flight.
Now this is just a robot. You know they're going to try to make a plane like this, right? For a person, right? You know they're going to do it, right?
The team says the vehicle can remain airborne for up to 1 hour, far longer than some comparable high-speed craft that typically manage only a few minutes. Developed by a remarkably young group with the oldest team member just 27 and the youngest 23, SkyX has gone through 5 generations of prototypes, while a 6th generation model is now being tested. The team says engineering verification has already been completed, and if development continues smoothly, the vehicle could reach the market within 6 months. Its potential uses extend far beyond a technological demonstration, including emergency water rescues, ecological monitoring of rivers and lakes, water infrastructure inspections, and maritime security. By combining aerial flight and underwater navigation in a single platform, the developers hope SkyX can reduce the cost and complexity of using separate aircraft and underwater vehicles for different missions. The project also highlights a new generation of Chinese engineers experimenting with bio-inspired design to solve real-world problems, turning an idea borrowed from nature into a machine capable of moving from water into the air.
I'm telling you, I don't think that thing gonna just be a robot. I think they're gonna say, you know what, since you made it a robot and you can do it like with the, why don't we go ahead and make it an airplane? What do you think these new traveling things are? They're drones, all of those 4 motors around. All of that is just the same drone technology now that people are actually using to fly. They're gonna be using it. You're gonna be seeing people go under the water like, I'll be back, flying up in the air like, yo, what's going on with this crazy fool? Yeah, you're gonna start seeing that. Probably won't be in our time, but soon you might see that in about, I would say 20 years. Yeah, people are gonna probably be flying around on them things just like that. Let's keep on going, you guys, because we love our animals over here, our family, friends. We see a lot of different fires, catastrophes, and a lot of things going on out here. How many people know CPR for the animals, for your dog or your cat? Do you understand that there's actual CPR for your dog? That's right, you guys. Me, if I knew how to do it, I would definitely love to, and I would definitely practice. If you guys are interested and you're in the town and you want to stop by for a $75 class where you get to meet great dogs, well, just like this dog you're about to meet right now, that's a perfect character and you won't even believe that he's real. That's right, because we're going to get into this. If you guys want to learn how to do CPR for your dog, your cat, how to do it, you guys, first thing I learned, I couldn't even believe it. You know that you pull their arm back this far to find out where their elbow is, and that's where their heart is, right where their elbow lands, and that's where you apply the pressure at. I never knew that. Very interesting information, you guys. And if you can save a pet that may be, you know, what do they call that when they get, a lot of dogs get seizures and things like that. You may want to know CPR. Let's get into this, you guys. You know we love our animals over here, so in order to help them, we need to know how to.
Well, last month, if you'll remember, Phoenix firefighters rescued 2 dogs from a house fire near 28th Street and Monroe. The flames spread to a second home, and our crews watched as firefighters actually worked to resuscitate both those dogs right there. The good news, both of them survived. But would you know what to do if your pet suddenly stopped breathing or had another medical emergency? Heidi's Village is hosting pet CPR and first aid certification classes designed to give pet owners hands-on life-saving skills. So Dana Close is with Heidi's Village. She's right here, and Kate Clayson with Help, who teaches that class, join us now. And Kate also brought Bishop. Oh, Bishop, sweet name. All right, either he's really tired or he's ready to demonstrate for us. Okay, he's ready. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna get
Bishop is like, look, I'm in character, fall back, lady. This is what we do, we working.
to Bishop in just a second. I love it. He is like, all right, we got this. I want to talk about why, first of all, you thought that this was so important to collaborate and really give pet owners, a chance to learn CPR. Who would have thought?
Absolutely. So, well, I mean, obviously we deal with pets every day. We work with a lot of partners in the Valley, and then just the community as large. We're constantly around pets. And we talk to a lot of people, and we find out nobody would know what to do in an emergency situation. So we were like, well, let's figure out a way to bring some...
I'm so sorry no one's paying attention to them, right? Like, yo, that's a real dog. He's still in character. Yes, he's a beast. He should get the Academy Award for his professionalism.
Classes so we can help educate everyone and bring that service to them so that when they are in those situations, hopefully they can jump in and help. And then obviously, clearly it's not a replacement of getting them emergency care, but it saves them and to get them to that next step. So.
Absolutely. Okay, so Kate, I'm very curious how this all works. So can you demo for us clearly Bishop is ready here. But can you demo for us exactly where do we start?
So, well, you want to start with your emergency assessment.
Okay.
And so in class, we teach you what to look for to see what step that you're going to need to do next.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just kind of assume that we did our emergency assessment here.
Yes.
And we realized that we don't have any type of response.
Right.
So now
the dog is in distress. Yes.
Yeah. So then I would start going in and getting ready to do the CPR.
Okay, well, can you, I mean, I know the dog is alive, but just say, can you at least like go through the demonstrations and show us what you would do and check?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so we know at this point there's absolutely no response, right?
Except for the little tail wag.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand behind the elbow area because the elbow points to the heart, and I'm going to tap up here. And if there's absolutely no type of reflex that goes on, then I know it's time to start my CPR.
And you're doing this because you're checking for the pulse is here.
The pulse is actually, if we look for a pulse on an animal, it's going to be on this behind leg right here, and you're going to take your middle finger and your ring finger and go where the leg meets the body.
The pulse. Okay, I actually don't feel it, but okay.
But maybe that's just me.
But see, that's why you have to come to class.
I know,
this is why I'm learning here.
Oh, ma'am, can you put my leg down? We didn't talk about that in the contract. Dog is like, could you chill with that, please?
Okay, all right. Oh, well, clearly. Okay. I feel a little bit. It's more like towards the thigh a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little bit different when they're laying down.
But you say to put your hand here.
So if you put your hand here without his vest, you should be able to feel his heartbeat.
Got it.
Because we're right over his heart.
Okay.
So this is, I'm feeling for a heartbeat. I'm seeing if there's any type of reflex. And if there's not anything there, then I'm going to start going into my CPR.
Okay.
And with that, I can take his front leg. And I'm going to pull that front leg all the way back, and where the elbow stops, that's where my hand placement is going to go, and that's where I'm going to start doing my compressions.
Okay, very lightly. I mean, I know on a human, it's pretty, firm, right?
It's going to be firm on them as well.
Okay.
So you're going to go about 1/3 to 1/2 of the chest width.
Right.
So it's going to look very similar to a human CPR compression. So you're going to lock those elbows, you're going to use your body weight, and you're going to go into your compression. It's 30 compressions, and then...
Fellas and gentlemen and ladies, I know you have a problem putting your lips on other people when it's downtime like this, but would you blow into your dog's nose in order to resuscitate them?
We do the 2 breaths.
Okay.
And the breaths are a little bit different on these
how
guys
do you do
because
that?
we have to form a tight seal around their mouth.
Okay.
That's one aspect that he's not really happy if I go do.
That's okay.
But
I'm just curious how this is.
So you
He's like,
I'm alive. But you form that tight seal around their mouth and you blow right into their nose.
So you close their, mouth to keep it tight, and then you blow through their nose. Like how many times? What's the ratio here?
2.
Okay, so
30
twice.
compressions, 2 breaths.
Okay.
And you want to, because you got to remember, this is a little bit different than human CPR because humans, they're facing up.
Yeah.
This, we actually have to bring our body all the way down.
Okay.
And get the air in because it has to go in this way.
Okay.
And he doesn't
We're just practicing, lady. Don't got to do it right now.
want to cooperate for the breath part. But...
Oh, bless you.
While you guys are, I just want to make sure we let everybody know the dates and times so they can.
Yes.
So much more to learn. Right?
I know. Visually, I always wonder, how do you do this? We always see the firefighters moving in with, the mask, but.
So it's $75 a person, and it's hosted at Heidi's Village, which is 600 North 40th Street.
You guys can go ahead right now and screenshot that if anybody's interested in getting a ticket to learn. I don't know if you guys are in the town, but yes, that's right. That's Heidi's, and basically they do pet cares, pet CPR, and first aid classes.
85008 in Phoenix. And we have a class tomorrow from 9 to 12. Then we have another one offered on the 29th of August, same time, 9 to 12. And then September 19th, 9 to 12. And if you go to HeidisVillage.org, we have the link to sign up for all of the classes, and we would love to have you. We still have spots. So come on down. Honestly, there's so much to know.
Oh, absolutely. And different sizes and maybe different dogs. dogs, there's so much rain.
Let's keep on going, you guys. I know that was for our dog lovers. We went a little long, but you know what? It's okay. Let's get on over to see what's going on with the Trump administration as they deport immigrants to Africa, Liberia to be exact. That's right, you guys. Doom, 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 doom. Let's go. It's the rates. Woo. I'm sorry. To countries that already have a do not travel ban on them is where they're actually sending people to. Let's get into it, you guys.
It's exclusive. The story of two men caught up in the Trump administration's effort to carry out a record number of deportations. They entered the U.S. illegally, but instead of being sent back home, they've been sent to a third place, the Central African Republic, a country.
Do you think that they're doing this to make a statement? Do you think that they're doing this to other illegal immigrants to be fearful of not being able to go back to the countries that they're from? Because that's what's happening, you guys. They're not going back to the country of origin. They're sending them to Africa, Liberia, way off places.
Country so dangerous, the U.S. warns Americans not to travel there for any reason. CBS's Camilo Montoya Galvez now with details.
You never agreed to be deported to Africa?
No.
Last year, Cuban immigrant Yasmani Moreno de Armas was working and living in Florida. He's now in the Central African Republic, sent there by the Trump administration in late July, alongside dozens of deportees. We cannot leave, we don't have documents, and we're suffering and missing our families in a continent we don't know. He told us from Bangui, the country's capital. Before arriving there, have you ever heard of the Central African Republic? Never. The Central African Republic is one of the poorest countries in the world. Armed conflict, political instability, and Russian mercenaries have also made it one of the most dangerous. Eritrea native Zina Gebrazavier is also stranded in Bangui.
I miss my family.
His American citizen wife and their 5-year-old son live in Maryland.
My son, he asks like every day to my wife, where's my daddy?
Jirgalin Gebrahewitt called her husband's deportation inhumane.
He played with me a lot, and then he missed me a lot, and I miss him a lot.
Nathan is so hurtful more than us, because he loves his dad.
CBS News could not find any criminal record for either man, beyond traffic and immigration violations. There are some people here in the U.S., Yasmani, who would say that if you're here illegally or without papers, you should be deported. What would you say to us? You're saying people should be deported to their home countries, not to random nations in Africa. And tell you the deeper.
Let's keep on going, you guys. We got more to get through. Let's keep on going. I don't know what you guys have to say as far as your opinions, but I'd like to know. Let's see some successful Marine fighter jet landing. That's right, on the California coast while the ship was moving. You got to be good for this, you guys. Let's go. Let's see how good this this pilot was in landing this one. On a moving ship. They didn't stop for him. It's still moving. Highway to the danger zone. Talking about a steady hand, huh? While the ship is still moving, keeping up with the ship. Iceman is flying, right, Brad? X marks the spot, baby. What's up? What's up with that? I figured I'd let you guys see how our boys get down. Went out there and tore it up and came back like, hold on a minute. Boom, 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 boom. Let me drop in real quick on my boys real quick. Come on, let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get on over to LSU. Can't speak too much. Everything that's going on in the scene, since we got it real good right now, you guys, I got some information for you. Everybody who's here, first of all, we're almost at our 75,000 mark, and I really want to tell you I appreciate you for that. But you guys, we're going to have to start getting like this at some points. When I do certain things that I can't talk about, you're going to have to take on the alley-oop. The same way you alley-oop me, I need you guys to be ready for the alley-oop. Powers that be. Got a Louisiana State University situation going on because the students are reacting after a video that went viral of a student doing something with a doll. Let's get off over this and see what's going on their campus, you guys. Let's check this out, see what's going on over at LSU. Let's get it, let's do it.
Might have heard about a video showing an LSU student dragging a black baby doll across campus has sparked outrage and also questions about accountability.
Yeah, sure has. LSU students told us they were shocked by what they saw, while the mother of a black freshman says she wants the university to respond. Louisiana First News reporter Melanie Lowe joins us now live in the studio. Melanie, you have talked with students all day. What have you heard from them?
Students I spoke with today say they were shocked by the video. The mother of one black freshman says she also wanted answers, so she contacted LSU directly.
A video showing an LSU student dragging a black baby doll across campus is sparking reaction among students.
I was just shocked when I first saw it.
And it is taking action.
Accountability to me would look like first them coming out and saying that statement that they said to me publicly, that they have identified the students, that the situation is being handled.
Okay, you guys, let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen, get those likes up. That's how we do it over here because, come on now, come on. You already know I shouldn't have to say too much because nobody else trying to show y'all. You feel me? Let's go ahead. Come on, come on. Cash apps work too. Also, our bottom line. That's right. That's the name of the show. And yes, that's right, you guys. Super chats too. Let me stop. Let's keep on going, you guys. Erez Center Freedom. Wait a minute. I forgot the name. Erez Kinter. Freedom. I'm prepared. Okay, you know what? I got him. I got to read it from here. And you guys, when I make a mistake, I love to tell the truth. I really do. Let me read it from here. Inez Kanter. Now I got the rest of it. Inez Kanter. Freedom is freedom. Basically, he's prepared to play. And you guys, guess what? He's saying, check this out. There's some women in the WNBA that are saying they're okay with men playing in women's sports and trans men. So guess what he's planning on doing? He said, you know what? If you guys are okay with that, sign me up. I'd love to be playing on the field with the women in the WNBA. I love the fact that he's doing this because it's actually going to really make a good point. Yes, you guys, someone is actually really stepping up. Check this out.
Actually taken on dictators, powerful governments, massive corporations.
It's spelled Inez. I don't know the pronunciation.
And now you're taking on the WNBA. You felt the need apparently to get involved after you heard about some of these women who actually play in the WNBA saying they'd be willing to have men join their league. I mean, tell me about your reaction when you first heard this.
So I remember it was right around my birthday in May. I was watching the WNBA game because I'm actually a huge fan of the game. And I remember one of the players, her name is Gabby Williams, and she went after the game, I think she was doing an interview, and she literally said, I welcome a trans athlete on my team any day, and it would not be a problem if I ever play against a trans athlete. So I was like, okay then, if all the coaches, if all the players, and all the, the league itself is cheering for it, so then I'm like, you know what, that gave me the brightest idea. I looked at the collective bargaining, and I was like, there's no rule against it. Section 13 literally said, if you identify as a woman, you're allowed to play, And I was like, let's do it.
Oh, and you have actually declared for the 2027 WNBA draft. So are you actually ready to get out there on the court? Would you be physically going out there, or was the idea to kind of draw attention to this and really have them answer a question that is basic and should be very basic and asked, which is, what is a woman?
So I played basketball in the NBA for 11 years. I mean, I averaged a double-double, and it was an amazing time. I had so much fun with my teammates. So I love the game, and I am ready to play. I'm prepared to play. So I know I'm 34 years old, and I think I will be the best draft pick in WNBA history, literally.
We know that there have been meetings between kind of the legal authorities, some of the owners of the teams. to talk about this. What do you think should happen here?
So there's other major sports league obviously closed that loophole. You know, they added like a biological, female or born female in their collective bargaining. But when I look at them,
Tony says, are you going to identify as a female in order to play? He said yes. He already said yes to that, Tony. He's with it. He's fighting the nonsense. Yes, Colestive, and I love it too. Let's keep on, you guys, because where we going, we can't do it without it. You know we got to go there. New York, and if I can make it here, I'll make it bum, bum. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. Let's go, you guys, because we got concern and outrage after a third cyclist has lost their life to hit and run. Yeah, those guys that deliver the food, a lot of those African guys out there that are doing DoorDash, Uber Eats, a lot of them are losing their lives because of a lot of crashes and things happening. Serious story right now, you guys. Let's go, because there's a lot of concerns right now after the third cyclist lost his life. Let's go.
After 3 deadly hit and runs involving cyclists just this week, another one this morning in Brooklyn, a 40-year-old man killed. Tonight, Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlos speaking with that man's best friend.
Mamadou Diallo came to the United States in search of a better life. That dream and his life ended Thursday night on a rain-soaked Brooklyn street, flooded by emergency lights.
My heart is broke. It's broke. My heart is broke because Mamadou is my best friend.
Abdullah Barry left West Africa 3 years ago with his best friend to make the journey to New York City.
Hey, ooh, I'm going to keep on singing. If that's a problem, hey, get used to it.
Diallo found a way to make money with 2 wheels and a
yeah,
hunger for the American dream.
Gonna keep
but his
singing.
late-night DoorDash delivery turned deadly because of a driver who had no regard for Diallo's bike or his life.
When I come to hospital, I see Mamadou. Now that's very, 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 very difficult for me.
Diallo's friends say this was the second time he was hit by a car while out delivering on his bike, but this time it was fatal. Police say the driver hit him so hard he was propelled off of the bike, flying feet into the air, into a parked car.
He must have been going fast, and it was raining.
Police say the driver of a dark-colored BMW sedan just kept going, leaving the scene at East 54th Street and Avenue I, leaving Diallo to die.
They came and they went over to where he was lying in the street, and then they picked him up and left.
40-year-old Diallo was the third cyclist killed this week in a hit and run. On Tuesday, 51-year-old Angelo Camara, a father of 5, was killed in a crash while riding his bike home from work in the Bronx. Police say the driver blew a red light. Also on Tuesday, 29-year-old Paulina Tekchak was run over by a pickup truck while stopped on her e-bike at Jamaica Avenue and Cypress Hill Street. Abdullah also makes a living on a delivery bike, which right now feels more like a gamble with his life after losing his friend.
I need justice. I need justice for Mamadou.
In Flatlands, Anthony Carlo, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Yeah, because they cool when they bring you the food, you guys. So yeah, let's get some justice for them as well, man. That was a terrible story right there. Every single person who lost their lives out there, you guys, it's very dangerous, it's tragic. And there's people out there that are not supposed to be on the road. They keep on proving it by the measures and the tactics that they're doing. Running lights, not stopping for people, because even if you hurt somebody, you have to stop. That's the moral thing to do. That's the right thing to do. And if you were the type of person to stop for people, you wouldn't be running lights anyway. We're going to pray for the families, everybody affected, whoever has gotten injured. We're going to pray for the healing, and whoever's lost their families, we're going to pray for that healing as well. We ask that today, and for our Father, please, amen. It's got to keep on moving forward, you guys. Like I said, they're all right when they bring you their food. So yeah, put those prayers up, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over to Washington, D.C., Montgomery County, public school testing for AIMPIA. That's right, you guys. Contracts are being questioned. I can't say the other word, but you guys are going to get what's going on. When it comes down to AI, making sure that the school is safe, you get where we're going with this?
County school leaders dodging questions about a pilot program to run AI weapons screenings at high schools. A paper trail revealing Montgomery County Superintendent quietly inked a deal for AI weapons screening. Fox 5's Stephanie Ramirez has more.
And guys, a big part of the concern raised is that it took the school system some 8 months from when the superintendent signed a contract with the company Volt AI to share a copy of that contract with a community member who requested it through a Maryland Public Information Act request. That person concerned that the contract wasn't shared with the public. I asked the superintendent about this after a school ribbon cutting event Friday morning. He and others expressed they did not feel this was the time and the place, but Dr. Thomas Taylor did offer these answers.
I'm not familiar with the MPIA, but I will say this. We're evaluating a lot of different technologies, and we look forward to disclosing our findings as soon as we've finished evaluating this.
I guess this has a lot to do with those crazy lone wolves powering schools and all of that. So they're trying to, AI to try to find it and try to make sure that, what's going on around with it. But do you guys feel comfortable with that, though?
It's a little hard to hear, but I also asked the superintendent questions regarding whether he felt the school system properly informed parents of the pilot beforehand and why there are concerns about privacy, that if parents can opt out of their child's likeness being shared in photo or film, why can a separate AI company then have access to their images?
Yes, we had a parent meeting and we sent correspondence to parents, absolutely. We had cameras in all of our schools. I believe that we fulfilled every MPIA request to our fullest extent, and we look forward to disclosing more information when we have it.
The community member who
also got issues going on in Inglewood. They feel like their streets are being taken over by signs and all of this promotion going on. The residents in Inglewood are debating these digital billboards everywhere. And they're talking about everywhere you turn around, these digital billboards are happening. It reminds me of the what's the name of that? Demolition Man. Remember when there were like the phones were like crazy, all sorts of weird signs around. This kind of reminds me of the scenes in Demolition Man.
When residents are alleging billboard blight has taken over their streets, digital advertising kiosks and screens have popped up, especially near SoFi Stadium and into a dome.
Well, at least that area is lit up at night, I guess, huh?
Fox News' Nick Garcia joining us live from Inglewood with what folks are saying. Nick.
Right, Christine, good evening. A lot of people are talking about this. Some are saying, like you mentioned there, that this is blight, calling those kiosks light pollution. Others, though, are saying, look, this is just the way of the future. Take a look. Flashy digital kiosks and billboards line the streets around Inglewood's entertainment hub. Advocates point to the potential economic benefits for the city, but others say they don't like the way the screens have changed the landscape of the city. This issue has been the talk of the town, so we took our questions to the streets.
Reminds me of Vegas. I got that feeling. It's different.
What do you think about that? You like the Vegas feel?
It's different. I don't know if I like it or not. It's different.
Some felt more passionate about them.
I don't understand why they're here. I don't like them.
You don't like them? Mm-mm. Why not?
Because they're just making up room, taking up room.
They're taking up room. Do you think that they're distracting?
Yeah.
That ponytail ain't taking up no room. Need a little bit more meat on the bone back there, Keisha. Yeah, talking about taking up room. Throw some more shrimp on the Barbie in the back of that ponytail before you start talking about stuff. Let me stop. Y'all gonna beat me up for that. Let's get on over here to see what's going on with this woman's condition. Oh, I don't even want to say what it's doing, but oh man, brain hemorrhaging. But you know what, you guys? We always show the good stories. I want to show you guys some of the bad stories too, because we definitely have some praying to do on this one. Let's get ready to get our prayers together for this woman's condition. Her condition is pretty bad, and she's been fighting it ever since she was a child. Luckily, she does have the, friends and family and things as well to help her push through. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because every time we complain about something, being sick, not feeling a certain way, a bill we got to pay, whatever little thing it is, I like to, reflect and say, it could be worse. It definitely could be worse. Not to try to bring this story up because of that, but again, it could be worse. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
Paralyzed and you pass out every day. It's definitely a lot. It's just my life. That's just how I'm dealing with it.
Natalie Hall from Ohio is living with 3 debilitating congenital conditions.
The effects of these conditions include paralysis, as well as a disorder in which part of her brain is being pushed down through the opening at the base of her skull. Although she wasn't diagnosed until just a few years ago, her symptoms began at a young age.
When I was young, I always kind of felt different from my peers. I also was a toe walker as a child. So like I could not walk flat-footed. You know, when you get measured for your height at the doctor's office, they have you stand with your feet together against the wall. I was bent halfway over and like leaning, like literally at like a 90-degree angle because I couldn't stand flat-footed like that. And so that was probably one of the biggest signs for me that something was wrong growing up.
During her volleyball career, she was always injured and in pain beyond what is normal for an athlete.
I would describe it as like when you have the flu and you have like those aches and pains, like that's how I felt all the time. The doctors realized like, oh, like you're having pain, you're having like tightness, your joints are having issues, what's called issues with proprioception, which is like knowing where your limbs are in space. So like I would bump into things all the time and like constantly get bruises that would take like months to go away. My joints are very loose. Like I can do like where you put your thumb to your wrist and stuff. Like I have the hypermobile elbows and knees, all of that.
In 2023, when she was 18, doctors finally diagnosed her.
She had me doing like what's called the Baton score.
Bend forward as much as possible.
And she was like, you have Ehlers-Danlos.
Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is a connective tissue disorder that people are born with. Symptoms include having overly flexible joints that easily dislocate.
You don't have the glue to like hold yourself together. Like everybody else has like Gorilla Glue holding their joints together, and I have like an Elmer's glue stick. So it's like you're kind of at any moment trying to keep yourself together and keep your body kind of in place. It's in your joints, it's in your organs.
Wait a minute, Yimmy 6631 has the Ehlers-Danlos, the same type that she does. We're gonna pray for you as well, Yami, as well, 6631. Don't forget, Yami, you're in our prayers too.
It's all over your entire body from your head to your toes. You're very like loose and like have issues with your joints staying in place.
It took time for Natalie to process her diagnosis.
I would describe it almost like grief, like sad, you're angry, like I was definitely confused. There was definitely some of that relief of like, okay, like I'm not crazy. Like there is actually something wrong with me. It's almost mourning what you thought your life would look like. I'm trying my best to tap into that and be like, I'm still 21, like I want to go to school, I want to have family, like there's these things I want to do. You can still have a life with these conditions. I'm not tethered cord, I'm not EDS, I'm not the girl in the wheelchair, like I'm like me, I'm Natalie, and I can still participate in sports even if it looks different now. I'm not like a weird person, I just need a chair. Like I just have medical issues, or I just have the neck brace. I kind of just try to focus on speaking about like what I'm doing now and trying to still, like I said, like live a normal life.
For more information on Ehlers-Danlos, visit Ehlers-Danlos.com.
Ehlers-Danlos.com. Definitely want to put a prayer up in the air for her. Continued healing, continued miracles, and hopefully you'll be able to continue enjoying a life that she's still enjoying, and you guys see she's making the best of it. All together now, amen. That's right, you guys. That's how we had to do that. When I had to run it down a little bit, it is a very long story, but I definitely wanted to share that with you guys because we always complain about our situations, but guess what? Some people would love to be in your shoes. Real talk. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get on over to Atlanta/Cherokee County. Officer helps a mom. You remember that Chick-fil-A? Guess what, you guys? That was a mom and a daughter that were fighting in the parking lot the other day. When we did the story about the Chick-fil-A, where the ladies were fighting, it wasn't two ladies. It was two ladies, but that was a mom and a daughter. And apparently the daughter, I don't think she wanted her mom to be here anymore. I can't even name what she did. Come on, you guys, let's get on over to Cherokee County and let's see what happened to this situation over at the Chick-fil-A parking lot.
Thanks so much for joining us tonight here on News Edge at 11. I'm Christine Spiro. Charges have now been filed against a woman after the stabbing at that Chick-fil-A in Cherokee County. There was a fight between a mother and daughter in the parking lot of the restaurant yesterday, and the daughter is now facing charges. NewsEdge reporter Denise Dillon is live in Cherokee County tonight. And Denise, you talked to the police officer who came to that mother's aid after she was stabbed.
I did, and we also have more information about the mom and daughter. They're from Wisconsin. They were heading there when they got into an argument in the car. They pulled into this parking lot. Things escalated. The mom was stabbed at least 10 times, and she ran inside for help.
We turn around and we see a lady covered completely head to toe in blood.
Officer Michaela Grimes was one of 2 Acworth police officers who were inside this Chick-fil-A Thursday getting lunch when a woman ran inside needing help.
She told us she had been stabbed by her daughter. She was petrified. You could see it in her eyes.
Officer Grimes could see blood gushing from her wrist and immediately grabbed a tourniquet.
I knew that the seconds matter in that moment to be able to stop that bleeding or she was going to die.
Minutes earlier, the 39-year-old woman had gotten into a fight with her 21-year-old daughter in the parking lot. The mom was stabbed at least 10 times. The daughter, Shania Johnson, jumped in the car with 2 children inside and took off.
We were able to get that information out with our tag readers throughout the state, and within an hour and 15 minutes, Whitfield County Sheriff's Office had the suspect pulled over, and she is now in custody in Whitfield.
Johnson also had a stab wound to her leg. She was treated at a hospital in Dalton and is now charged with aggravated assault. The children in the car were not harmed. They're now in the custody of DFACS in Whitfield County. The mom was rushed to Kennestone Hospital. She has since been released.
I'm just glad we were there. It was God's timing for sure. Right place, right time for.
Luckily, you guys, like I said, miracles. We always pray and we always thank you, Lord, when you step in, when we don't even know that you're there. Thank you so much, because even though it's probably a domestic situation, luckily nobody lost their lives. And we're hoping and praying that they can get over this and get through it, you guys. We don't know the history. As much as we can find here, we'll keep you guys updated. But yes, we want to pray for the victims as well as both family members, and let's pray for healing on the mental side as well as the physical side. Amen. That's you guys. We got to get into some other categories right now. Let's go a total different direction right now and see if we can get in and see what's going on with this algorithm. Let's see what's going on with these algorithms now and how they're trying to play you and me. That's right. How about this? Let me grab some names real quick. I got Cowboy. Let's grab Christine for this. Let's go and get Scooter. Come on, Scooter. Hey, yeah, Collective. Come on, let's run around real quick and do some shopping. Okay, well, guess what? When you go shopping, I told you guys about this last month and you thought that it wasn't going to be real, huh? Did you know that companies and corporations are now going to start charging prices by the person instead of the tag? You're going to go pick up a tag and you're not going to see no price there, because they're already going to have information on you, Collective, on you, Bill, on you, on every one of us, on every single person. So that means Bugatti, hey, wait a minute. We know his purchase history. He may be willing to pay a little more. Wait a minute, Winter, she may be willing to pay. Yes, you guys, they're going to start going by the history of things that you paid for, and this is legal? Come on, y'all. Let's see what AI is in the works we're doing right now to us.
Testing begins on warnings around algorithm set prices, and Google rolls out a tool to help spot scams.
This guy, Rich Simone, here with your Rich on Tech. Algorithm set prices, is that whole,
algorithm set prices.
Depending on the time of day you go in, and if they know you have money, then more money than the other person, you might see a different price, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, all kinds of factors. I mean, think about how many ways they track us online. Imagine you're a retailer, you use all that information to say, we think Chris could pay a little bit more for this trip. I mean, it's kind of wild.
If I find out, and they better not let me find out, if one of the places I shop is doing that to me, that'll be the last time I shop there.
Okay.
But if they all do it, I'm out of luck. So.
Yeah, because what if they all do it?
Well, let's start with this story. After nearly 30 years, one of the biggest names in computer RAM is calling it quits, at least for consumers. Micron says it will stop selling its crucial brand of consumer RAM.
Just hit you out of nowhere, right? Anybody want to get some RAM for their computer to try to up the speed and make it move faster? Not only are they trying to make it hard for us because AI is here, some companies are just not making the money to be able to keep up with AI. So they're not even able to keep on making chips. So crucial. One of the people that we use, I use it for my laptops, everything. Crucial. Going out of business, you guys.
After February, the company says soaring demand for AI data centers is eating up its supply, and it needs to focus on its biggest enterprise customers, aka the ones who pay more. RAM is the short-term memory computers use to work fast, as opposed to the hard drive or solid-state drive for long-term storage. The company will still honor warranties. Now, RAM prices are already high. This is probably not going to bring them down at all. All right, here we go. That story about the pricing. Online shoppers in New York are seeing a new message this week, a warning that the price they see was set by an algorithm. It's all part of a new state law there, the first in the US, that forces retailers to reveal when they change prices based on who you are and how you shop. The practice is called...
So I'm gonna start charging certain people $5.99 instead of, yeah, right. Yeah, okay. You're gonna see a whole bunch of people kick a rock for a block.
Personalized or surveillance pricing. Companies can look at everything from the type of device you're using to your browsing history and even how...
Wait a minute, I think Winter is on an iPhone 17. She's got some bread. Scooter, let me see what kind of car he drives. Oh yeah, for real? Jack, that's where you live at? Oh, wait a minute. The last thing that Floyd bought was, and how much he paid for it? Yeah, y'all, that's how it's gonna be.
How long you research a product. Now, the law does not ban this practice, but it does add transparency. Consumer groups, of course, want this type of pricing banned. Pro-business groups are fighting the new rule in court.
Yeah, you guys, I told you, they're trying to change up on us, yo. They're hitting them pockets a little different right there. Choo Choo, you exactly right. Everybody, look at what Choo Choo wrote right there. Yeah, glad you in the building too. God bless you. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's get on over to the Hill where Democrats are urging boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. ICE, ICE, baby. Get them! They're urging ICE not to buy the gloves. They feel as if those electric gloves are going to be a problem, and they're going to have more innocent people being hurt and probably lives lost. So they're saying that they're trying to see if they can talk to ICE and see if they don't buy those electric shock gloves that we talked about 2 weeks ago. Let's get into this, you guys, because Democrats want to know if they'll fall back on that idea.
Security Committee are calling for DHS Secretary Mark Wayne Mullen to abandon plans to equip ICE agents with electric shock gloves, saying it could cause more innocent lives to be lost. Here to discuss is the Hill's national security and legal...
No, that's not going to work, Cacao Fred. So some people will try and make themselves appear poor now so they can pay less. You can go in there with an old busted up suit on or whatever like that, going in there like this. Once you slide that card through, that computer don't see you. They're going to be like, this is the algorithm. This is what the algorithm say. Yeah.
Affairs reporter, Rebecca Beich. Hey, Rebecca. So first off, what is this plan from Immigration and Customs Enforcement to give agents electric shock gloves?
So this is something we saw a notice for earlier this month, and basically what they are is they are gloves that when placed on the skin deliver an electric shock. I think, you could maybe sort of equate it with a taser in the sense that it's going to be, giving these electric pulses when they do make contact with the skin. So
yeah, but check this out. Somebody's smart, but they're trying to beat us, KB. KB 7042 says just pay with cash. You notice a lot of those places are not starting to take cash, and they don't want cash. They want it to be all digital. Why do you think that, KB? Why, KB? Holler at your boy. Let's go.
This is something that ICE has said will be sort of an intermediary measure. That's something that's, a less lethal kind of option, a tool at their disposal. But we really don't have clear picture from them yet about how they're even going to be used or where they'll be used.
And if they have a certain thing where they can hit the button to make it go light shock or a hard shock, but it has to touch your skin in order for it to work.
And what is ICE's reason for wanting to use these type of shock gloves?
So what we've heard from Tom Homan is, we want officers of a tool that isn't just them going from 0 to 100. Of course, there have been a lot of notable deaths at the hand of ICE officers when they have discharged their weapon. Obviously, several of these have been fatal. So the way Homan has framed it is it's something that's another tool for these agents in terms of maybe distracting someone, temporarily disabling someone, so they can get somebody under control.
Man, once they push that button and they touch that
We know
skin, boy,
Democrats are.
when they touch that skin, it's gonna be a little different from that other button they touching, boy. Woo! Ain't talking about loosening up my buttons on this one. You're gonna be bzzz. Share it with me. I feel your pain. My pain? Yes, share it with me. They put that on top of somebody's head. Lord have mercy. Bzzz. Be out here looking cuckoo for cocoa, but they better not. Because another thing that they got to be careful of too is because there's always someone that abuses their power. Even with tasers, we've heard about that. That's right, you guys. Quick to pull a taser and shock somebody. Let's get on over to this right here. What is she doing, you guys? You have any idea what she's doing? And no, she's not from the slums of Shaolin. She is not the RZA, Jizza, Old Dirty, U-Guard, Inspector Deck. No, she is not down with the Wu-Tang Clan. But I'll be dizzam if she's not surrounded by hundreds of killer bees. Africanized bees, 100 times at the storage facility. She got stung at least about 300 times. They had to take all of the stingers out this lady. She was about 20 pounds when she went, let me stop. I don't want to add no more extra to it. Yes, come on over here. She's being stung by bees right now, and all she went to do was go check out her storage. That's it.
She's under attack by a swarm of bees. You can hear her desperate screams for help.
Now do me a favor, you guys. If y'all had a chance, go ahead and zoom in real quick, because you can see the crowd of swarm of bees around her. You can see them.
She's under attack by a swarm of bees. You can hear her desperate screams for help. They're not just any bees, they've been identified as killer Africanized bees, and they stung her hundreds of times when she went to open her storage unit in Texas.
There are like 1,000 bees.
First responders in protective suits used a hose to battle the bees. Today, 62-year-old Rachel McKee says she's lucky to be alive. You could have been minutes away from death.
I felt the impending doom. It was terrifying.
Doctors removed 300 stingers from her body, a record amount in that hospital.
I would have been Chris Brown. Let me see if you can run it, run it. Let me see if you can run it. Let me see if y'all can keep up with me. I'm out. I'm out. Jumping stuff, looking for water, everything.
It was just brutal. I mean, I could not get away.
Woo! You heard what she said. She just could not get away. She was just not, her mind was just like, she was caught up, you guys. So she was caught up. Oh, honey, honey. Yeah. Well, if she had arthritis, it's cured now. Yo, Lee, where you come out of nowhere? I didn't even see you in a minute. Lee, you serious? But you know what? You might be right. If she had arthritis, you know what my grandmother used to say? My grandmother used to be like this. Woo! I'd be like, what's wrong, Grandma? She'd be like, Arthur got me, and writers won't let me go. Woo, Lord. I'd be like this, looking at her like, what is that? What's going on over there? You know how when you're young and you don't know what the hell they doing, and then now you like, you know what they talking about? Woo! You be saying it yourself. Arthur got me, and writers won't let me go. That was a funny one, Lee. Lee said that she had some arthritis. Bet she don't got it no more, Lee. You are crucial out there, boy. Y'all talk about I'm funny. Okay, let me go ahead and get my eyes right, because y'all wrong when y'all do stuff like that. Then y'all expect me to stay on topic and stay on point. Let's get on over to DC, where it's hard out here to find a job. Yeah, that's right. Howard University graduate. How many times did he look? How many jobs did he apply to? Let's make it reasonable numbers. How many jobs did he apply to before he got a job? They're saying it's easy in this economy. He just graduated from Howard University. Shouldn't be hard. So how many places you think? How many places? 5, 10, 20, 100? How many? How many you think he tried to apply to? Well, guess what? Now, yes, a little bit more, A-Dog. There you go. Lost. There you go. If you was playing that game, Let's Make a Deal, or wait, well, The Price is Right, you have just made it to the Price is Right. They'd be like, A-Dog, Lost Trebek would be running up the stairs like, That used to be the most boringest show. I'd be looking at the TV, looking at my grandmother, looking at the TV. Oh my God, Bob, what was his name? Bob Barker? Yes, the Showcase Showdown, people. He used to be like, oh my God, come on you guys, let's get on over here. Because the person that said 200, you were right. 233 applications and finally found a job. 223, let's go.
The job market is
Make sure to spay and neuter your animals, everybody out there.
a daunting place for recent college graduates. Finding a job takes a combination of determination, tenacity, ingenuity, and the belief that what the Almighty has meant for you will be yours. A recent Fox 5 fan is going viral for his success story. I'm joined now by Brock Morgan, a Howard University graduate, also HU football player, and now current anchor and reporter at Fox 54 in Huntsville, Alabama.
What kind of numbers you talking about, Lisa? What you know about numbers? What you know about numbers and pink slips and Big Mac and Big Blue? What you know about that?
Brock, you landed the job after sending 223 job applications. Wow.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me on.
Take me back to the beginning of it all, those 223 applications. What was happening in your life when you decided, you know, I'm going to start applying, and what were you looking for in that first job, and at what point did you battle and push through any type of discouragement?
Yeah, for sure. So I started applying towards the beginning of June. We have a club show here on campus called the 303 Countdown, very similar to an ESPN show where we run through a lot of the news of sports, that kind of thing. And then the back half, we're all in our 4 boxes. We're just kind of debating it out from there. So I was able to pull some tape from there and put together a reel and then started sending it out. I'm sure you know this, but a lot of people may not. A lot of the local stations are owned by parent companies, so Scripps, Hearst, Nexstar, those are a lot of the main ones. So really just living on those websites and also connecting with people, connecting with recruiters, connecting with current reporters, anchors at those stations, so that way you're not just another application in the portal that can put a name to a face as well.
You got to be determined, you guys. You got to push. And you got a pretty good job, too, working at a news station. So, yeah, you got to be determined. And hello, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday weekend to you. Happy birthday weekend to you. Happy birthday weekend to Liberty. Boom, 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 boom. Go, 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 Liberty. It's your birthday. We gonna party like it's your birthday. We gonna sip big drip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't really care because it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you, liberty and justice. Thank you so much for stopping in. I know you don't have that much good reception where you're at, but I appreciate you for stepping in and saying hello to us on your birthday weekend. I know you said you'll be back tomorrow, but thank you for stepping in. Hope you're doing good. And yes, we got a full show lined up. If you want to stick around, you're always welcome. But we got to keep on moving. Let's do what we do around these parts, because we got another situation coming up with activist Jake Long, who's been arrested. That's right, you guys. He's been arrested for protest that leads to several riot charges. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go.
Take a look here at Jake Lang, a familiar face, as he is a far-right activist. Now, Minneapolis police saying they arrested him during a protest this weekend, just days after he made headlines for his involvement in another anti-Islam demonstration. That one was in Dearborn, Michigan. Now, you're looking at the video here out of Minneapolis just yesterday, captured by our Fox Minneapolis team. In a statement from the Minneapolis Police Department, they said, quote, at approximately 11:50 a.m., far-right extremist Jake Lang arrived near Minneapolis City Hall with other people in 2 vehicles.
Oh, he didn't make it that far. They locked him up.
Both vehicles drove onto the sidewalk in front of City Hall toward a crowd of people gathered there. MPD intervened, and LE Partners later arrested all occupants, including Lang, on probable cause riot. Both vehicles impounded, and an additional arrest by...
Got him. You guys are talking about those protesters, right? The paid protesters, right? The ones that try to incite stuff, right? Had to remember, I ain't forget. I know what you guys want. That's why I brought it up.
MPD occurred near City Hall.
Yeah.
So it
Look at
appears
Kalesi.
that at least
Yeah.
5 people, including Lang, were arrested. And again, we have that aerial video that shows some of that protest getting underway. Right now, what I want to do is play out some of the remarks from Mayor Jacob Fry and the police chief, or interim police chief here, as they broke down more about exactly what happened.
I'm here with Chief Peterson and Deputy Chief Campbell at approximately 11:50 a.m. Far-right extremist and known racist Jake Lang arrived near Minneapolis City Hall around the corner of 3rd Avenue and 4th Street. Both vehicles then drove onto the sidewalk in front of City Hall toward a crowd of people that were gathered there. Minneapolis police officers responded in an attempt to get the vehicles off the sidewalk, as well as to keep the peace. Officers tracked both vehicles after they left, and with the assistance of Minnesota State Patrol, we were first able to stop the vehicle at the intersection of 35W and Washington.
Good.
And the second vehicle was stopped in Bloomington with the assistance of the Bloomington Police Department. All individuals that were in the 2 vehicles have been arrested by the Minneapolis Police Department, including the racist Jake Lang. All occupants were arrested and both vehicles were impounded. I'm going to turn it over to...
Okay, so you guys know what happened with that right there. I guess it didn't work out as planned, huh, Jake? I think Jake had a little bit of different plans over there, you guys. Jake wasn't expecting this, huh? He wasn't expecting that, huh, Kelly? Let's keep on moving forward. J is for justice, huh? Yeah, they need to keep on doing stuff like that. Let's get on over here because this is a little freestyle I wanted to show you guys. We keep on talking about the race, NASCAR, Indy, right? But what about the winner? Let's talk about the winner right here. Come on, you guys. Let's get on over here to Kyle Kirkwood as he wins the Freedom 250 Grand Prix. Do you know how your grandkids are going to be able to talk about him? My granddaddy won the Freedom 250 Grand Prix.
We talked about that. 5th podium of the season as well, 11th of his career. And Ron Wazowski, the team principal of Andretti Global, also joins us as the team celebrates their 80th all-time win in IndyCar Series history, including the sweep of these brand new street circuits here this year with streets of Arlington, streets of Markham, Ontario, and now today the streets of Washington, D.C. Kyle, 128 laps led. How the biceps?
The biceps are actually okay. It's my hands and my left calf that is hurting. Hitting the brakes for as hard as you can for 2 hours and 40 minutes or whatever it was, and 147 laps.
2 hours and 40 minutes of hitting the brakes, letting them go, hitting the clutch, turning. Could you do that for 2 hours and 40 minutes, you guys?
Every single quarter you got a break.
That will work out.
Sure was. I'm gonna need some rest.
Congratulations. Just your thoughts on a historic win here in DC.
I mean, that was huge, right? I think after last weekend, my mistakes there kind of flipped a switch where I was like, these mistakes feel terrible. I haven't had one of those in a very long time. And sometimes those are actually good for me because I feel like all this week I've worked harder than I ever have in preparation for this event. And I think those preparations paid off this weekend. So, it was a great feeling to rebound after last weekend, to get here, to see all the fans, 100,000 people in both days is absolutely incredible, right? Like the whole place, there's people.
You'll never know because she's gone. She's gone. Oh, why? I gotta get out of baby gone. That's right, Kelly gone. Don't play around here like that. I is for this beat. I don't care about what all that crap is for. And if I made a mistake, holler at me in what do you call it? In the Discord. I didn't like the way that was going. Yeah, I need you guys to pay attention to what we're doing over here. I don't be up all day doing what I'm doing for you guys to be playing around with one little person in the corner with the dunce hat on. Come on, you guys. Let's put some effort in over here. We're doing very good. Now, what is I for? Exactly. What is E for? And what is S for? Stop the boo. Exactly. Let's get on over here. We got more to do. Come on, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over here. We got some No, I'm not doing that one. I want to get to this other story right here that you guys are going to love. Because I love it. I think it's beautiful. Let's go, you guys. Only we think of stories like this. 3 men, an elderly couple in a car. And this moment was pretty, I don't know, you guys. This moment here with 3 men and these elderly people, you guys tell me what you think. Let me know what you think about this story right here with these 3 men and these elderly people. Check this out.
It was a sight worth stopping for. 3 young men helping an elderly couple struggling to get to their car. Take it easy, yo. Sheriff's Deputy Kenesha Carnegie was driving by at the time.
As I was sitting there, I looked to my left and I noticed these young men helping this elderly couple. So I went over to assist them. I jumped out my truck, I went over to assist them. And when I got there, they kind of had it under control, you know. So I thought at the time they looked really beautiful. That was a nice view to see, you know. And I stepped back and I videoed them.
Watch as they carefully lift 89-year-old Rose Grease into her car. Rose's 100-year-old husband David stands nearby. The men don't leave until they make sure the couple is safely inside.
Thank you very much, brother.
Now, if you can pull them pants up, you really be on it.
I'm 100 years old.
He said, I'm 100 years old, and she 89. Come on, fellas. They still get props for that, though.
Thank you.
Kenesha says she...
And Pops is still moving. Thank you, Liberty. Most interactive live news show on YouTube. Our bottom line. Stay ahead of the curve. Daily breakdowns, health topics, and major news stories. Hit that subscribe. We're a community. That's right. That's what we do over here. That's how we vibe. Let's go, y'all. Let's do it.
Hopes the video inspires others to lend a helping hand.
That's the beauty of it, to see them, to let their parents, even their parents, their mothers, their fathers, you know, their grandparents, see something. I didn't anticipate this to go viral. I didn't anticipate this at all.
Thank you.
Hey, that one, I think you're a day late, but I still love you. It's actually Monday. There you go, guys. You know, it's not always bad stories. It's not always negative things going on. That's what I'm talking about. You see that? And they allowed to drive at that age? I guess so. Dustin, what you got for that? I like that, says Floyd. How did the couple get to where they were? My goodness, he's driving at 100 years old. God bless them. They're pretty amazing. Yeah, you guys, that's pretty cool right there. Let's pray for the kids. Let's pray for the couple. Let's pray for them to have many more years together. And let's pray for us to constantly see fantastic things happen like that from our teens. Those are the kids that we need to invest in and who need to be taken care of, you guys. And they still got a shot. They still got a chance. You know what I'm saying? When they talked about Children's Aid Society and helping with some kids, those are the ones that still got a chance to make it. I got to say that. Amen to their mom and their dad, whoever raised them, with those values, with the respect and the love of elderly people. Amen. Because, you know, that's called home training right there. That's when a mother be home like this. But that's my boy. You know what I'm saying? You be home like this. That's my boy. Soon as he walk in the house, get over here, boy. What you want to eat tonight? He gonna have a steak, ain't he? Ain't you gonna feed him a steak tonight? Give him a big old kiss, right? Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. We got the health and wellness section. You didn't think that we was gonna be able to keep going without getting to this, right? And yes, you guys, I gotta get into it pretty rapidly right now because we got a lot to cover. And I wanna give a big shout out to Money Tree, because Money Tree. Once again, you knocked it out the park with this one, brother. I got to tell you, because I know a lot of people are going to want the information that we got to bring you on this. But at first, before we do anything like that, come on, Juliana. She's like, but what about, yeah, I know, we got to do it with the dun, 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 body protocols. You know how we set it off on the left, y'all. Come on now. Body protocols. And this is the health and wellness section. Here we go. Anybody know what fish actually does inside of the body? We're going to find out about steak as well, but not today. We're going to start breaking down what these foods actually do, what the minerals are, how good they are for us, and the benefits of them. Because I feel like if we learn about things that we eat, we'll just get better at actually eating better and picking better options when we go to the supermarket. And also, we can stop it at the kitchen, because if it's not in the kitchen, it can't go in the mouth. Pause. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go. This will also be on the Discord. We also make sure that all of the videos in the health and wellness section wind up in the Discord. And if you have not joined the Discord, why not? The 100th person who signs up for the Discord will receive a keychain and a decal. 100th member that joins, you're going to get some free merch. And here we go, you guys. What fish actually does inside of the body? Yeah, Bugatti, but you're only talking about one thing. Imagine what that one thing does when it provides the vitamins, the minerals, all of the antioxidants, also the omegas. Yeah, those omegas. What type of fish are we talking about, you guys? I'm not going to play around with you. We're talking about sardines. We're talking about mackerel. Yeah, we're talking about salmon. That's right, salmon. All great fish to get these vitamins and minerals from, as well as proteins. Come on, you guys, let's do it. It's the health and wellness section. This is coming in from Body Protocols. We love getting their information because they always show us a visual. Let's do it, you guys. What fish actually does inside your body?
What fish actually does inside your body? One of the most recommended proteins in nutrition science. Here is exactly what happens when you eat it. Fish provides complete protein, containing all 9 essential amino acids, and digests easily due to shorter muscle fibers than red meat or poultry. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, compounds your body cannot efficiently produce on its own. Once absorbed, these omega-3s are incorporated directly into your cell membranes, genuinely changing their structure and how they function throughout your body. In your bloodstream, omega-3s modestly lower triglycerides, a type of blood fat, and multiple large trials link regular fatty fish intake to reduced cardiovascular disease risk. Omega-3s also have real anti-inflammatory effects, competing with other fatty acids to produce
inflammatory. We're staying away from the inflammation, staying away from it, anti-inflammatory.
Less inflammatory signaling molecules throughout your body. Your brain contains a particularly high concentration of DHA, a specific omega-3, where it supports the structure and function of brain cell membranes directly. Regular fish consumption is associated in large population studies with better cognitive function and a lower risk of cognitive decline in older adults, though most of this evidence remains observational. DHA is also essential for eye health, concentrated heavily in the retina, where it supports the light-sensing cells responsible for vision.
We need as much help as we get older when it comes down to these areas. So I do recommend these foods. And yes, always make sure that you consult your doctor before just changing your diet, pills, or any sort of exercise that we recommend over here. Also, you guys, just quick question while we're doing this. Could you guys tell me your favorite fish? I see a couple of people are putting a couple of names in there. Doesn't matter if it's all the same name, but I would appreciate to know, what's your favorite fish? Let's keep on going.
Fish is naturally low in saturated fat compared to red meat, and it supplies vitamin D, a nutrient many diets fall short on, particularly in fatty varieties. It also provides selenium and iodine, 2 minerals essential for healthy thyroid function, which regulates your metabolism throughout your entire body. There is a genuine safety consideration. Larger predatory fish like shark, swordfish, and king mackerel accumulate mercury, a toxin that can affect the developing nervous system.
Never knew that. So be careful with the mercury, because certain fish carry high levels of mercury, shark meat, and stuff like that.
This is why pregnant women and young children are specifically advised to choose lower mercury fish, such as salmon, sardines, and trout,
Yannick,
while limiting
Brian,
high mercury varieties. Follow body protocols.
Sorry, Brian. Brian King Falcone, thank you so much. I really appreciate you for the $2 super chat. The best host, the best show, and the best chat, HBO. Happy birthday, Liberty. Just so you know, Liberty, Brian is now a mod as well. So he's going to have to come to them damn meetings too. Brian got to come to the meetings too. Let's keep on going, you guys. And guess what? Happy to have the fam here together. Everybody celebrating Liberty's birthday. Again, we're so happy for you. Hopefully you had a great time with the family. If you're still out, keep on enjoying yourself. Also, what fish actually does inside of your body, you guys, and you already know it. Just in case you want to do a refresh later on, you don't necessarily have to watch the whole video, but it would help us. You know, it definitely would if you want to come watch the video again. But not only that, if you're a member of our Bottom Line Discord, we take every single one of these videos and we stack them up for every day. So you guys don't got to go nowhere, but right over to the Our Bottom Line Discord. And guess what? It's free. I don't charge for the Discord. We are free when it comes down to the Discord. For now, we're thinking about charging a whole $1 though, and hopefully people won't leave. But we're thinking about charging $1 because, you know, it's kind of real out here in the field. Yes, you guys, let's do it. What fish actually does inside your body? I already told you the rest. Angelina, tell everybody where to go. You gotta follow body protocols in order to see these videos on your own. That's the name of their channel, Body Protocols. All one word. Let's go, you guys. Let's keep on moving. Double tap the screen if you actually like what's going on here, even though it's not too much going to happen behind it. Guess what? Still going to do what we got to do. Now, thank you so much, Money Tree. I'm not going to play around with it because we got to put it down. We got to put it down. You guys have been asking me questions. We talked about fish, right? It's time to get to the steak, you guys. What sort of steaks do you guys like? Let's talk about the steak real quick, you guys. Money Tree sent us over a fantastic video, and it's about steak. And it's about, actually, I'm sorry, beef. And the basically beef. So someone here, Anthony's been talking about that filet mignon since we were talking about fish. Okay, filet mignon, gotcha. What else you guys got? What else you guys got? What else do you guys got? Okay, ribeye all the way. If anybody ever had steak and eggs for breakfast, must sound really good, right? I used to go and get the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity from IHOP. Nah, I used to go get that steak and eggs over that T-bone steak and eggs at IHOP with the hash browns. Oh, I used to tear that up, you guys. So what do you guys like? Filet, Cuban, I'm sorry. So you don't like steak? Okay, T-bone, yum. I prefer a good ribeye, brisket. Okay, you guys know prime rib. Okay, yummy. It's sturgeon over certain sizes. I believe they become the breeders. Okay, T-bone, heck yes. Sorry, steak and eggs and some oatmeal. Ooh, there you go, Anthony. Carne asada. I got you. Roasted meat. Come on, I got you. T-bone, prime rib, also good. Flank steak, New York strip. Come on now, you know we got to go there with it. Yes, cowboy. Let's do it, you guys. Let's do it the right way. Money Tree, first of all, we appreciate you. We didn't know a lot of this stuff was happening. We had no idea that we need to keep those burgers off the grill. And I done watched this video like 3 times just to be brought up on point. Woo! Thank you for sending this in. This is a warning as well as an update. This is 7 U.S. ground beef brands. Walk with us here. This is me and Money Tree right now, you guys. Walk with us. 7 U.S. ground beef brands that don't use 100% beef and 4 that do. I'm going to do it again. 7 U.S. ground beef brands that do not use 100% ground beef and 4 that do. Just so you know, the 7 are under investigation and criminally under investigation. And it's brands that you know. We're not going to feel so bad about a few companies that just lost a lot of their staff, if you know what I mean, when you hear about this. Let's get into it, you guys. I told you I watched this thing 3 times already. I already know this. I don't even need notes. Let's do it. One more time. 7 U.S. ground beef brands that don't use 100% beef. Do you hear what we're talking about? They don't use 100% beef. So what else are they mixing in there, Bugatti? Exactly. That's what we're talking about. And then this is coming in from Geographic United. Let's do it together, you guys, because I have not done it. I told you guys, we just got this sent in from Money Tree. This is what I would like for you guys to do under me. With that black subscribe button, all you got to do is hit that button, boop, and then you see that, now that I'm subscribed, hit the bell, and we go up to all. Boom, that means all notifications from here. I will be able to get them. That's how you do, right up under me as well. Let's get into it, you guys. 7 U.S. ground beef brands and the 4 that you actually can mess with.
And treated with ammonia gas became legal to sell as ground beef.
No. They need all of that. Ammonia gas. They need to hear that.
In December 2018, the U.S. government quietly changed one rule, and a product spun through a centrifuge and treated with ammonia gas became legal to sell as ground beef. No label change, no announcement, and the package looked the same the next day. And today, the 4 companies behind most of that beef are under a federal criminal investigation. 7 of the biggest brands in that meat cooler cannot prove the words 100% beef. 4 can, and put names on the record.
What kind of burgers do you guys get? Ground beef burgers, the patties, the ones with the little slide in the middle? I know a famous brand right here, right? Remember, you know Bubba's Burgers? Throw them on the grill and you good, right? How many of you guys got them Bubba's Burgers in your freezer right now? Huh?
The first brand on the avoid list is probably sitting in your freezer right now. Number 7, Bubba Burgers. In the freezer aisle since 1995, and the name alone is doing work. Bubba, a backyard, a charcoal grill. A Saturday with people you actually like. That feeling is engineered. Now look at the front of the box, not the logo, the product name. Bubba Burgers are sold as beef patties, not ground beef.
Why they not ground beef, Money Tree? Why they can't call them ground beef? Instead, they got to call them beef patties. That's because they have beef in them, right?
2 words with a legal consequence almost nobody knows. Under Title 9 of the Code of Federal Regulations, Section 319.15, anything labeled ground beef cannot contain added water, phosphates, binders, or extenders. Call it beef patties instead. And every one of those restrictions disappears. Soy protein, textured vegetable protein, partially defatted beef, all legally permissible. Bubba's original patty does list beef as the only ingredient, but the flavored varieties contain modified food starch, soy protein concentrate, and dextrose. The problem is not one product. It is that 2 words on a box decide what a company may put inside it, and almost nobody at that freezer door knows which 2 words to check. Number 6. Members Mark, the Sam's Club store label on those 5-pound chubs in the cooler.
And some people think they're gonna get away. Watch when you found out that one company owned 3 other brands. So even when you shop at these other places, you're still buying from the same parent company because they got the money to do it.
Sam's Club is a Walmart subsidiary, and the processing network behind those chubs is the same one supplying Walmart, Cargill, Tyson. JBS Sam's Club has never confirmed or denied whether Members Mark contains lean, finely textured beef, the ammonia treated product from that 2018 rule change. And since 2018, there is no legal duty to disclose it on the label, even if it is in every package. The value
Since 2018, they do not have to put it on the label.
is real. A 5-pound chub of 80/20 at that price matters to a family on a budget. But that price connects to a supply chain now under a Department of Justice criminal antitrust investigation announced May 2026, with more than 3 million documents reviewed. When beef is priced that aggressively, something in the chain is absorbing the pressure. Sam's Club has never publicly explained what that means for what is inside the package. The price is doing its job. The transparency is not. Number 5, IBP Trusted Excellence. You have seen this label and maybe assumed a regional Midwest brand. Independent, rooted in agriculture.
That's what they use to make you think it's a good plan. Independent, whatever. No, they buy the company and keep the name.
IBP stands for Iowa Beef Processors, and it sounds exactly like what it wants you to hear. It is Tyson. Tyson Foods bought Iowa Beef Processors in 2001 for $3.2 billion. The IBP name stayed on the retail package. The Tyson name did not come with it. Tyson is one of the 4 companies named in that May 2026 criminal antitrust investigation. 4 corporations that now control roughly 85% of American cattle slaughter.
85% since the 60s, no, since like the 40s. They just grew that big now because back in the 20s and the 30s, other competition had a big hand in the game as well. But as you guys see, we're losing these farmers, these farms and stuff. And a lot of people are willing to sell. They're selling to companies like this that got the budget and that want to keep those independent names to keep on making big money.
Up from about 25% in 1977. And in November 2022, Tyson recalled almost 94,000 pounds of ground beef from it.
Why did they recall all the beef, you guys? Watch this.
its Texas plant after customers reported finding what the USDA described as mirror-like material in packages they had already bought.
Mirror-like material seems like glass, if I'm not mistaken, right? What is mirror-like material?
And in 1998, Tyson paid $642 million for Hudson Foods, a company forced to close a plant after a massive recall. Tyson did not fix the problem. Tyson bought the company that had it. Trusted excellence. The word trusted is carrying a lot of weight for a brand that has
So instead of having a problem, we're going to just buy you guys out.
not been independent in over 2 decades. Number 4, Kroger store brand ground beef. Kroger is the largest supermarket chain in America by revenue, operating under names most shoppers never connect back to it. Ralph's, Fred Meyer, Smith's, Harris Teeter. Shop any of those.
Hold on a minute. I got to bring you guys back because you got to understand what they're trying to tell you. When you shop in all those other 4, you're shopping Kroger.
Beef. Kroger is the largest supermarket chain in America by revenue, operating under names most shoppers never connect back to it. Ralph's, Fred Meyer, Smith's, Harris Teeter. Shop any of those, you are shopping Kroger. When Consumer Reports bought ground beef from a Kroger banner store in the Pacific Northwest as
Thank you,
part of the
Axe,
national
after we
testing
speak.
investigation,
Thank you. Love
the
you
lab
too.
result triggered a federal response. The sample tested positive for E. coli O157H7.
I'm talking about this joint looked like an animal amphibious underwater. The one next to it looked like it got stripes on his back. Yeah, E. coli, you guys. This is when I was tripping, like what?
One of the most dangerous foodborne bacteria. It produces a toxin that can end in fatal kidney failure. The USDA recalled roughly 28,000 pounds of ground beef sold across Western states. And there is what Kroger said out loud during the 2012 pink slime controversy. The company acknowledged its standard ground beef line includes product both with and without lean, finely textured beef, and pointed customers who wanted the cleaner version toward the pricier Angus and organic lines.
It's like that. You got to spend more if you want the good stuff, huh, guys?
The standard product, the one in most carts, is the one Kroger admitted might contain ammonia-treated filler. The cleaner version costs more. 2 products, 2 price points, confirmed by the company itself. If this investigation is changing how you look at that meat cooler, a quick like helps more drivers and shoppers find it. Do not go anywhere, because the 2 biggest brands in America are still ahead, and after them, the one nobody sees coming. Number 3, great value. This is the most purchased ground beef brand in the United States. Walmart sells more beef than any other retailer in the country.
You know those beef rolls, the ones that have like the sausage link rolls inside the paper? We used to use that a lot for ground beef for spaghetti and stuff like that. We got caught up with it too, you guys. Also, we didn't even know any better 10 years ago buying tilapia when we thought it was good because they was advertising it to us a certain way and it was cheaper. Let's go.
And most of it says great value on the tube. In May 2024, Cargill recalled 16,243 pounds of raw ground beef shipped to Walmart stores nationwide for possible E. coli contamination. Every recalled tray said the same 2 words on the label: all natural. Here is what all natural covers under federal law: no artificial ingredients, minimal processing. That is the entire definition.
That's it.
It does not restrict antibiotics or hormones. It does not exclude ammonia-treated trimmings. And it did not stop dangerous bacteria from reaching the shelf. This was not isolated. In 2018, Cargill's Colorado plant recalled over 132,000 pounds after an E. coli outbreak that killed at least 1 person. Cargill is one of the 4 companies under that federal criminal investigation. The price on the tube is low. The supply chain behind it is under criminal investigation.
Criminal.
Both are true at once.
Criminal.
Number 2, JBS and Swift Premium. JBS is the largest meat.
Criminal. Remember Swift Premium? Swift Premium is a big name that we know, right? Yeah.
Processing company on Earth, headquartered in Brazil, reaching American shelves through Swift Pilgrim's Pride and farm-sounding labels like Cedar River Farms. In October 2018, JBS recalled 6.9 million pounds of ground beef for salmonella. 2 months later, that recall expanded past 12 million pounds across 30 states. More than 400 people got sick. Over 100 were hospitalized. The strain was multi-drug resistant Salmonella Newport, resistant to
multi-drug resistant. So drugs were not working in order to heal these people.
Several of the antibiotics doctors reached for first. In 2017,
somebody's telling the truth right there. Angels Among Us said the Swift plant here is nasty. So you know what they're talking about. You know what they're talking about. See, it got out. Look. What's up, Vincenta?
The parent company in Brazil paid a $3 billion penalty for bribing more than 1,800 politicians. And
$3 billion penalty for bribing politicians, you guys. What politicians, you guys? That's where the criminal investigation's coming in. We got to go back just a little bit. I want them to say that one more time.
Manila Newport, resistant to several of the antibiotics doctors reach for first. In 2017, the parent company in Brazil paid a $3 billion penalty for bribing more than 1,800 politicians. And in May 2026, the Department of Justice named JBS in its criminal antitrust investigation. Swift Premium is on your grocery shelf right now, and the company behind it paid $3 billion for bribery. When that is the track record, your family is not the priority.
Now let's get into the good stuff, you guys, because there's a couple, and you're going to be surprised at the number one. Anybody have any idea? Now we're going to go for the good stuff. Anybody have any idea? And you probably know it, but you just don't know. What's the number one beef provider and the cleanest meats to actually eat, and the ones that we're actually going to tell you to go out and buy? Give me any one of those names, you guys. If you think you know it, let us know. What's the brand name? I guarantee when you hear it, you're going to say, I know that name. Let's keep on moving, because we need to know the good stuff too, right? Thank you, Money Tree. We appreciate you for sharing this information. That's right. It's the health and wellness segment.
Margin is. Number one, the ground beef from your grocery store meat counter. This is the one most people never see coming. That tray behind the glass.
So when you go to Seatown, Fine Fare, all of those supermarkets, do not buy that meat, because they can put anything inside that ground meat. They can mix other meats inside of the beef, and they don't have to even tell you about it. Legally, they don't have to tell you about it. Liberty says thumbs up, and yes, your favorite news and health platform right here with Boogottinyc. Don't forget to turn on those notifications so you never miss the show. Thank you, Liberty. Love that you're here. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
Ground fresh this morning, the one that feels like the most honest option in the store. Maybe the least traceable product you can buy. When a store grinds beef on site, it pulls trimmings from multiple cuts, multiple animals, often multiple suppliers. One tray can hold beef from dozens of animals across several states. The store is not required to tell you which processor supplied it.
So if they got some steak over here, some ground beef over here, some whatever, and it's all about to go bad, they're going to be like, yo, mix all that stuff up, put it in a special, manager special, and let's get it out the store. Manager special with the sticker. Yeah, what's that about, you guys? Let's go.
There is often no USDA establishment number on the label at all.
You done mixed 3 cows together from 3 different regions.
Federal inspection applies to plants, not to a grinder in a back room. No.
Wait a minute, you guys. Did you hear that? FDA applies to plants, not a meat grinder in the back room. Come on, I got to make sure you guys are getting this, because Money Tree dropped the bomb on us. Wait a minute.
Tell you which processor supplied it. And there is often no USDA establishment number on the label at all. Federal inspection applies to plants, not to a grinder in a back room. No establishment number, no federal paper trail, no traceability. Remember the opening of this video. The government changed the rule quietly, and the package looked the same the next day. This is the same lesson at the end of the list. The option that feels the most honest is the one with the least accountability behind it. The fresh tray is trusting the meat counter.
Because you're looking at the tray like it's clean and all of that. You guys do know that they color the meat, right? When it starts to get brown, they have something to color the meat with to make it turn back red again. Put it right back on the shelf. Yep, let's keep going.
And the meat counter is not required to tell you anything. That is the avoid list. Now the 4 that passed, and everyone passed the same way. A specific commitment on the record that someone can be held to. And the number 1 costs less than almost everything you just heard about.
There it is. Let's go. Good stuff now, you guys. You ready? The good stuff, the stuff that passed FDA, the stuff that is grain fed, real good farms have been inspected. Let's do it.
4. Laura's Lean, started by Laura Freeman on her family's Kentucky cattle farm in 1985. No antibiotics, no added hormones. The ingredient list is one word: beef. Not beef patties, beef. The 96% lean version carries the American Heart Association Heart Check mark, which matters if your doctor has ever said the word cholesterol to you. And unlike all natural, these claims are checked from outside. Third-party audits, USDA process verified. $6 to $8 a pound at Kroger, Publix, and Whole Foods. The price reflects something real. Number 3, HEB. privately held San Antonio, Texas.
It's crazy because even the photos of this meat look good, and I don't even eat meat. There's a couple of vegans in here that's going to tell me the same thing too. The photos of this meat, why? Because it looks cleaner. Yeah, it looks very, even all of the places that we're looking at, it looks much cleaner.
Kroger, Publix, and Whole Foods. The price reflects something real. Number 3, H-E-B. Privately held, San Antonio, Texas, family-owned since 1905. In 2012, H-E-B stated publicly that all ground beef sold in its stores is 100% pure with no additives. Not a hedge, a direct claim. H-E-B runs much of its meat through its own facilities, so it does not depend on the 4 processors under federal investigation. No shareholders, no quarterly pressure to swap in cheaper trimmings. The limit is geography. Outside Texas, you cannot buy it.
You see that right there? You guys in Texas, y'all lucky. Y'all lucky, y'all. You're lucky I ain't in the media as well. But who is the number one that refuses to use ammonia, that refuses to use all the bad byproducts? You guys know it. Don't worry. There's somewhere close to you you're going to be able to get some good stuff too. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Let's go.
Inside Texas, the store your family has trusted for years has the public record to back it up. Number 2, Publix. Employee-owned, over 1,300 stores across the Southeast, and the clearest on record answer any major chain gave in 2012. Publix stated directly, "We have never allowed the use of lean, finely textured beef in our meat. Never. Not qualified." A specific claim about a specific ingredient. Publix grinds much of its own beef at its own Florida facility, outside the concentrated system under investigation, and at $4 to $6 a pound, the cleaner product costs the same as store brands with silent supply chains. The honest tier is not a premium tier. It is just what they sell. Number 1, Costco, Kirkland's signature. When the pink slime story...
You ever thought that? You ever thought this? When that pink slime story broke, they made it their business to go out and say, yo, well, we don't use that crap. We don't use the ammonia to clean. We only use fresh, clean ground beef. So yes, you guys, Costco.
Signature. When the pink slime story broke in 2012, most retailers released careful statements that promised nothing. Costco put a name on it. Craig Wilson, the executive in charge of food safety, went on record and said Costco does not use lean, finely textured beef, adding he would not know how to explain ammonia-treated trim to a customer, so he was not going to try.
I like people like that, right? Somebody got some values, right?
Named executive, a specific claim made in public while competitors said nothing. Kirkland is not organic or grass-fed unless the label says so. What it is, verifiably, is free of that filler at $3 to $5 a pound from a company moving millions of pounds of beef a week. Removing it was a real cost decision. Costco made it, put a name on it, and has held the line for over a decade. No premium charge for the honesty. That is why Kirkland is the strongest option for a normal grocery run. Before you head back to the store, 4 things to check. If the package says beef patties instead of ground beef, that word swap is legal permission for fillers.
Legal permission for fillers. Ground beef, gotta say ground beef, you guys. If it says beef patty, they made it with some beef. We don't know where the other beef came from, but they made it with beef.
If there is no establishment number, there is no federal paper trail. If the price look...
They're trying to say if there's no establishment number, there's no federal paper trail. Like the package that they make inside of the supermarkets after they repackage the meat and you see no labels on, they might see a scan, but that's just for the price. There's no FDA coming in there checking every little cut and every little package that they're putting together. That's coming out the supermarket.
Looks too good for the promise on the label, the supply chain is telling you something. And if the label says all natural, you now know exactly how little that is required to mean. Exactly. Back in December 2018, they changed the rule and told nobody, and the package looked the same the next day. Now you know what to look for on it. Read the label, find the number, and share this with someone who still grabs the first tube they see.
Yeah, people going in and talking about, oh, this meat is cheap right here. Why is it cheap is the question that we ask, right? It ain't just about the price, it's about the history of it, right? Let's go, you guys. Thank you so much, Money Tree, for sending in this video. We're gonna be putting this in the Discord as well. It's 7 U.S. ground beef brands that don't use 100% beef and 4 that actually do. You guys, we showed you the number 4. What you think about that? We showed you all 4 of them. And if you're not a member of the Discord right now, you see that link down there that says Happy Monday to all HOBL co-hosts and family and supporters. Right at the end of that where it says Cash App, send all your money right now. I'm just playing with you guys. I want you to go a little further and hit that link to the Discord. Be a member at the Discord, you guys. You'll be able to see all of these videos. We make sure that we put them up so that you guys don't have to go search, and you can go right to the videos in Discord and check them out yourselves. And guess what that was? That was the health and wellness section of Our Bottom Line. Hope you guys learned something, and guess what? Woo! That was pretty heavy information right there. A lot for one day, right? Yeah, went through a couple of moves, methods. A couple of, what did we do? We went through a couple of body protocols, went through that, a couple of other areas about our medical, and yes, landed in a good place. Now you guys have a better chance of knowing where to go and get your foods from, especially the steaks and the meats and the ground beefs. And you're welcome, Vincenta. Any information that you guys would like to share with us, the same way Money Tree sent that video in, checking it out like y'all think they would like this, send us in videos too. You can actually send us a video through the Discord. I'll see it because it'll come right to the Our Bottom Line phone, the bat phone, or you can send them to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. I'm on the other end of that, and I always follow up. I promise. We got to keep on moving forward because you know we love the animals. The animals. You know we love our animals around here. We love our furry friends, our furry little friends. So guess what? I like stories like this because, yes, I plan on doing it, and I'm not even going to play around. One of these videos, you're going to say, wait a minute, Bugatti actually went to the SPCA. He's walking dogs. Yep, I'm going to be walking dogs and cleaning poo, doing whatever I can do to help out. That's right, you guys. Yep, shelter dogs. That's the ones that we really need to look out for, especially the ones that they return again and again. You know, it happens like that a lot. A lot of dogs get returned. Like sometimes a pit bull would get returned. They might say, oh, she's got too much energy. What? That's what she's supposed to have. She's a pit bull. She's your daughter now. You can't give up on your baby. Come on, you guys. Let's see what happened to this one shelter dog who got returned again and again and again until one guy stepped in. Now they're inseparable. Boom, 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 boom. That's what you are to me. That's right.
She was returned 3 times because she was just too energetic.
Do you see those eyes? I ain't returning that dog with them pretty eyes right there. How could you? Look at that face. Look at that face. Let's go, y'all.
She's right here.
Animal influencers Eric and Joey knew that they had to step in and figure out a way to get her adopted.
Oh, she did it. She did it.
She's like, I'm a pit. That's nothing.
A lot of people think that taking a dog home for just a few days and then returning them to the shelter would make things harder for them.
I imagine there's going to be lots of belly rubs in the next 24 hours.
But those few days can actually be life-changing.
We're supposed to be on the other side. Yep.
That's why she's called the bully, sir. She bullies you with love. Get used to it.
Yep. That breath smells so good. You're looking to adopt McStuffins. This is what the next 24 hours after you adopt are gonna look like. Straight love, just love.
They give dogs a chance to decompress, to build confidence, to show people who they really are outside of a kennel.
As you all know, a clean dog deserves a bandana. We're gonna put McStuffins in the ghost bandana. Oh, come here, girl. Come here. Come here. You're at the wrong side of the door.
She don't know.
All right. And she's already found a toy.
What's that? You already found a toy.
Ooh, she is so soft. Yes. I'm here with McStuffins in my house, and she is doing
He called them McStuffins.
phenomenal.
Short-term fostering is just a huge part of Eric's mission. And through his platform, he's able to show millions of people dogs like McStuffins and show what they're actually like in a home environment.
I'm gonna take you to the beach for the first time. How's this sound? How's this sound? And
She does not want to leave his side, y'all.
the beach. Beach time.
She's so
How could you bring her back? Talking about she got too much energy. Are you crazy?
She really likes the sand. I don't think she's ever experienced the sand before. Yeah.
And for many of them, that's the difference between waiting weeks, months, or even years to find a family or finding one almost immediately. But it was finally time to see if she could find a new home. And a few days later, someone who loved Eric and Joey's videos drove 6 hours to come and see her.
Somebody would like their cheese tax paid.
Somebody would like the cheese tax paid. You guys know about the cheese tax. The cheese tax.
Stuffins is right at home, and her new mom is just head over heels with her. I mean, how could you not, honestly?
Dope story, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Special thanks to McStuffins, Eric, and Joey. TikTok and Instagram, eric.and.joey. TikTok and Instagram, Eric, ERIC.AND.Joey. Eric and Joey, you guys. That's right. Nothing but love. You know you got to pay that cheese tax. Don't be in there trying to cut up no cheese and the dog walk in, because you know what it means. The cheese tax. The cheese tax. Nothing can stop the cheese tax. Let's keep on going, you guys. Y'all thought it was over? It ain't over. I got to show you Ranger. Come on now. You know you want to see Ranger, because Ranger got a little bit of problems. But I'm just going to let you guys know right now. I'm not legal to be a lawyer, but in this case, I, Boogottinyc, am stepping up to be legal counsel for Ranger. That's right, you guys. If you guys don't got no video, if you have no paw prints and no drool, I don't want to hear it, because we need DNA. I do not want to hear about you talking about you seen Ranger go inside the store and steal nothing. I don't want to hear nothing about that, because Ranger is a good chocolate boy. He don't do stuff like that. Let's go, you guys. This is the story of Ranger, the dog that keeps on shoplifting from this convenience store.
A convenience store in Coden has a repeat customer who doesn't believe in paying for his merchandise. He walks in, grabs a snack, and then takes off.
Yeah, we got quite the chuckle out of this one in the newsroom. The accused is a 7-year-old named Ranger.
A Coden convenience store has had a petty theft problem for years.
He's not waiting for anybody. He's waiting to strike. All that is Sean Yeager. He's just setting it up. He about to do his thing. Watch.
Culprit may surprise you. He's not a person, but a dog. A 7-year-old brown lab mix named Ranger.
So he's just incognito. He takes a right turn and walks through the store just as quiet as he can, gets what he wants with his teeth, and takes off.
Ranger's owner, Shane Seaman, says Ranger waits in the parking lot until he feels like the coast is clear, then makes his move.
Dude, the cops are looking for you, Ranger.
A viral TikTok shows Ranger attempting to bury his loot. A bag.
He said, dude, the cops is looking for you.
Of frozen nuggets in the dirt.
He was kind of upset that we busted him.
And according to Seaman, the nuggets are just one item on the menu.
Chicken nuggets, bread, ice cream, potato chips. I don't think it's necessarily the stuff that he wants. I think it's just the thrill of him doing it.
Now check this out. Ranger's not just doing this for nothing. Ranger's actually Robin Hood. Watch this.
But Ranger's criminal career hasn't been without consequences.
He's been locked in the store and set the alarm off twice. With him being a stray, he was going to the local store. Well, before you knew it, there was 10 or more strays sitting at the door. So he would bring them food gradually and got them closer and closer to the store, and it was all because of him. They were all...
So he's bringing the dogs food as he go in and get it.
all standing outside at the door when the cops showed up.
Ranger was even put on probation, banned from the store for a year while his owner worked nearby. But on his first day back, he couldn't resist. And the day we visited, employees say he had already made a run earlier that morning. Ranger, it's time to come clean. Why'd you do what you did?
He like, I'll take that too. Give me that mic.
Was it worth it, Ranger? Reporting in Code In, Jordan Lassiter, Fox 10 News.
Oh man, and another thing, just to let you guys know, in the comments, and he did say that he knows that Ranger got sticky fingers, so every week he goes into the store and he settles up whatever Ranger takes, you guys. So yes, Ranger's good. I was just making up the story about him needing legal counsel. His own dad makes sure that every week he clears his debt. Can you imagine that? How about that? He's going in there getting food and bringing it to the other strays. I could not even be mad at Ranger for that. You guys know what it is. This is Our Bottom Line, the #1 show on YouTube, trending topics, current events, and the health and wellness section. Right about now, this is going to be your last time to subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure we get those likes up, you guys. That's right. Let's get those likes up as much as possible. Last but not least, my Cash App. The Cash App to support the show is $BOOGO, Boogottinyc. The whole name, just my name, Boogottinyc. We appreciate it, you guys. You know it's rough out here right now. We're climbing our way back up, and everything is appreciated. Also, super chats are still good too. Thank you so much, you guys. Let's go, because you know what time it is, right? We got to talk about it, and we got to do it. What are we talking about? We're talking about the Show Your Talent search. That's the talent search that we will be doing in Manhattan, Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, and in Brooklyn. Also, how we're going to be doing it, we're going to get everybody together from those 5 boroughs, as well as one person online, and they're all going to compete for the Show Your Talent search. Doesn't matter what type of talent it is, we want to see it. It's not just singing and dancing. All 5 boroughs, boom, you make $250 per borough. Then what's going to happen? After we get all 5, 6 people together, they're all going to compete for the grand prize of $1,000, you guys. That's right. And if you want to get lit, you see what Miss Swans are saying over there. You got to drink Big Drip. Want to be a part of the talent show? All you got to do is go on over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. We will have the decals as well as the keychains back activated in the store as of tomorrow. We should have all of that stuff together as well. But if you want to get lit, you got to drink the Big Drip, you guys. You know what it is when it comes down to Big Drip. Also, make sure that you go on over to the website to be a part of the talent show. Go to the first page, put your email address in the first page so I can keep you and they can keep you up to date on where we're going to be and who we're going to be entertaining. And yes, my DJ is going to be there, DJ Don Dada, on the 1s and 2s. Formerly of Black Ink Crew. And don't forget, you guys, we got about 11 more days until our 600th episode of Our Bottom Line. Consistently coming here, you guys, showing up every single day, night, no matter what the weather is, consistently bringing trending topics, current events, and the health and wellness section. So as of September 10th, the day after the kids go back to school here, that's right, September the 10th, we will be celebrating our 600th episode, you guys. We're going to have giveaways. We're going to do a couple of raffles with the promo t-shirt. I'll be going to pick that up today to show you guys tomorrow. We're going to be having a couple of sizes. We're going to do a couple of raffles, ask them questions. We're going to be shipping out some stuff. Also, it's going to be a good donation day for that day. Hopefully, we can pool some monetary to keep the channel up in the way that we need to try to do that. Probably grab some suits, maybe. Never know. Whatever we want to do, we can do it right here, you guys. And we appreciate everything that you guys do. Show up if you just want to hit that like button. If you want to subscribe, become a member because, you know, we keep it really cheap, too. That's about $3.99 to continuously be able to bring you this information. Trending topics, current events, and the health and wellness section, you guys. And guess what? You know, we started the same way we leave. That's right. You know what we got to do? We got to get those prayers in the air because we need the man upstairs to know we definitely wish to come back tomorrow and meet up with each other. And we want to have a fantastic and safe day. So that's right, you guys. Let's get those prayers in the air. We're going to pray for understanding. Let's pray for freedom. Let's pray for respect. Let's pray for independence. Let's pray for friendship and fellowship. Let's also pray for fantastic health. And last but not least, we're going to pray for love. That's right, you guys. We always got to make sure that we put that in there. And we got to make sure that we got everybody else prayed up for too, whoever's not here. And you guys, add to the prayer if you're like, if you don't want to type it there, you can keep it to yourself and say what your prayer is, because guess what? My mama always told me, boy, there's power in numbers in prayer. So get around this and make sure you add your prayers too. We want to pray for Colessive and Guy and Elsa. Can't forget about Audrey Durham and Angels Among Us. Can't forget about Yolanda, Miss Swanza. Also can't forget about Tony Wright. Winter Rising. Who else is in the building? Vincenta, Miss Swanza. Can't forget about Liberty and Justice. That's right, you guys. She's back. She is back. She's back, you guys, and I'm glad about that. King Fire, can't forget about Mary and Shurel. Mary, is you real? Yeah, 8334. That's you too. Guy and Elsa, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, Vincenta, praying for you too, bro. Colessive, can't forget about you. Tony Wright, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, Winter Rising, holding me down because, you know, really holding us down as a mod this weekend. I really appreciate all of your added words, everything that you did for us this weekend and stepping up. Winter Rising, there you go, girl. Do your thing. Michelle also, can't forget about XX. Yeah, I see you, Miss Swanza and Tony Wright, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, Audrey Durham. Can't forget about Jay Woods and Vincenta. Also, David Brown is here. Jay Wood, how you doing? There you go. Okay, Mary, is you real? Okay, TJ, Everyday's Cowboy. Let's get you in there, G-Man, Miss Swanza. Can't forget about VG5P, Winter Rising, Colessive, Liberty and Justice, Casey Ramos, can't forget about Jeffrey Spilker, Jordan, Justin, can't forget about Miss Jordan, Miss Jackson, Miss Sexy, we got one of those too. Also, let me see what else we got. Guy and Elsa, King Fire, VG5P, had you in there no matter what. Okay, Steve, okay, got you too. Ramona Miles. That's right, Ramona Miles, you're going to be the last one. And guess who's going to come after you? Me, Boogottinyc. Going to pray for each and every one of us to be able to come back here and have a fantastic show tomorrow. Want you guys to get out there, get some sun, get that vitamin D on yourself, and get out there and get some of that good breathing going on. Love you guys. Amen. Y'all know what it is. That has been the Monday episode of Our Bottom Line. Not that far from September, you guys. We're going to be there real soon. September 10th. Thanks to all of the mods. Thanks for the celebration day. I'm going to put that up as well today to let you guys know what we're doing and what's going to happen. And we will see you tomorrow because guess what? This is Our Bottom Line, #1 show, live show on YouTube. Now you see why if you hadn't before. And guess what? Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me for another perfect show, Colessive, I appreciate you. So I'll see you guys in the morning. That's right. Get them. Peace. See you guys at 6 o'clock in the morning on the Tuesday episode of Our Bottom Line. Get them.